We're coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And Doug, what a beautiful night for the opening night of the high school baseball season. I will admit I was extremely concerned with this early start to the baseball season, with the weather that we'd been having, that we might not have a very nice first week, but looks like the weather going to be pretty good, at least for tonight anyway.
Yeah, Jeff, welcome everyone. Watching the forecast this morning, and yeah, it definitely is baseball weather. I don't think you could reach out and ask God to give you anything better than this.
Yeah, 79 degrees right now, a few clouds in the sky, but otherwise blue skies here tonight. Light northwest wind, looks like maybe about 10-15 miles per hour right now, but it is a perfect night to get the baseball season underway. And the Kuemper Knights doing that here tonight as they are hosting the Lions of Des Moines Christian. Two very, very good programs going to be squaring off here tonight. Of course, Kuemper last year 21-7 overall, 16-4 in the Hawkeye 10 Conference for Des Moines Christian out of the West Central Activities Conference. Coon Rapids Bayard and Glidden Ralston fans going to remember that conference from about a decade ago or so. DMC, the Lions went 23-9 last year, 14-6. In the West Central Activities Conference. And Doug, it's really strange to me. Was looking at the rankings as the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association sent out their preseason rankings for baseball today. I've been kind of glancing, as I know you have as well, some of the early rankings, and some of the other, publications that put out rankings had Kuemper in the top 5. The Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association does not have them in the top 10.
I think the Coaches Association probably knows a little bit more than what those other guys did, because we saw those early rankings and we're like,
they were number 2, I think, in one of them. Yeah.
I'm like, we could be pretty good, I think, this year, but number 2, let's just hold off on that and see how we played some baseball games.
I think one of the real strengths, they lost some horses off of last year with Blake Pottabaum and Austin Tigas, just off the top of my head, on the hill, and Luke Hicks as well. But I think pitching has got a chance to be deep and strong for this team this year.
Yeah, I think we've got, well, we have to be, Jeff, because we've got a lot of games in a short amount of time. We play several doubleheaders, so we're going to have to get good starting pitching. And tonight's a classic example. Cal's got to get kind of deep into the lineup. He's got to get or deep into the game, 5-6 innings. We can't be walking a lot of batters. We can't be having a lot of 3-ball counts because we've got to get those starters a long way into the game. But we've got him, Siebenauer, Trevor Ryle, a couple other guys that can throw for us. Nate Heinrichs is one that can come in and relieve, can do well. Benicio can pitch, Cooper can pitch, Carter Putney is a good pitcher when he's out there, and the left-handed gives it a little bit different look. So, I think pitching can be good. Like I said, the keys to this team this year are, our starters have got to get some good innings in, and we've got to hit the baseball. I think we'll do pretty well fielding. We've got a strong outfield, and I've watched these kids get better, and I think they know the game of baseball.
You mentioned the hitting. That was probably the one area last year that this team struggled. Got better, as most teams do as the season went on, but not a lot of 300-400 type hitters in that lineup last year. Going to have to hit the ball a little more consistent this year if they want to make that run and get a play here at the state baseball tournament.
Yeah, and that's obviously a goal of theirs, is to get there, but it's a long time between now and then. And I know they're doing a lot of things. There's the last couple of nights, Cal's came home and said that they feel like they're hitting the ball pretty well, so we'll just have to see, but that's got to happen.
We do have another baseball game going to be coming up later tonight on our sister station of Kick 106.7. It is going to be the Audubon Wheelers at Glidden Ralston Wildcats, and Tyler Bruner will have that broadcast for you. And of course, that game going to be over in Kick. They're having a JV game there tonight, so probably sometime between 7 o'clock and 7:30. Tyler and I will write our recap stories with the stats following both of those games tonight. And that'll be, of course, on the Brinks Exterior Sports Report. You can find that on the new website at sports.1380kcim.com. The other thing, of course, we're going to be writing up all of the golf today. We had district golf for the boys. Kuemper falling short, but Maverick Schwabe is the medalist, so he moves on. Also, we had Audubon, Coon Rapids Bayard, and Max Nielsen from ICAM Manning in action today. Carroll Tigers were in action. I know they finished 5th, so they don't advance. I haven't seen if an individual advance for them is not or not. And then we've got soccer tonight for some of their area girls and boys teams. So we'll get Brinks Exterior Sports reports put up for all of those later on this evening. So find all that at sports.1380kcim.com. Do want to give a quick shout out to New Way Auto Group down in Coon Rapids, sponsoring Sports on the Go with me and giving me a vehicle to drive to all the different sporting events I've been covering over the last year plus. The New Way Ford feature vehicle is a used 2016 Ford Edge, about 79,000 miles. It's also about 26 miles per gallon on the highway. It's a front-wheel drive. Call 800-861-7268 for more details. Again, Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman, powered by New Way Auto Group in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever, and your home for free oil changes for life. And the man sitting over here with the cool, dark shades with the blue sides on him, got Mr. Brett Luck sitting over under our right. And he is running our video broadcast, which is powered by New Way Ford. So go to YouTube and search Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network, and you can watch and listen to the broadcast of the baseball game here tonight. Brett's, I think, going to be doing the scoreboard on it as well. So if you come in a little bit late, I think the score and the inning and all that stuff will be up to date. Now it's the first time we've done a baseball game, so we'll see. We've done some volleyball and football and basketball with this new setup, and I think people are going to like it very much, but we're planning on bringing everybody some baseball and softball this summer as well. So looking forward to that. Doug, nice crowd on hand. Even for this early start, you're seeing more and more Kuemper people kind of filing into the location and into the stadium here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of these kids have been playing some baseball earlier. They played on that Legion team that they had, so the parents kind of get into that. And this is a baseball group here. Not just kids that play baseball,
right,
but they're kids that really know the game of baseball and families that like the game of baseball. So that's been kind of exciting to be involved with this group of parents.
And the other thing I got to mention, the guy's here every day. I think I saw him out here in like January working on the field, every day that was like, above zero. Scott Parcher. This field, Doug, is as immaculate as it always is. It looks beautiful. I know I came here earlier today and he was here working on it, kind of finalizing things and getting things done. So a tip of the cap to Scott Parcher and all the work that he does.
Absolutely. He's the reason we have the state tournament here as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. So we do welcome you out here to Merchants Park. Let's take a quick look at our starting lineups. First of all, for the Lions of Des Moines Christian, again under head coach Derek Flack. They'll lead things off with their center fielder, Brady Andrews. Playing catcher, batting second is Ty Andrews. The pitcher, Jake Feinart, is hitting in the number 3 hole. Batting cleanup, playing shortstop, is Robert Oliver. On left field, batting 5th, is Ethan Elbert. The first baseman, Kyle Friend, will hit in the number 6 spot. Batting 7th and playing third base is Tyler Martin. Out in right field, batting 8th is Zane Beal. And the second baseman, Ty Swain, will hit in the number 9 hole. For the Kuemper Knights, under head coach Randy Snyder, they'll lead things off with their shortstop, Logan Siebenaller. Playing at left field, batting second is Kobe Lampman. The pitcher, Cal Waniger, will hit in the 3 hole. Playing second base and hitting cleanup is Trevor Weil. Batting 5th over at first base is John Bass. The catcher, Max Erlmeyer, will hit in the number 6 hole. Playing at third base, batting 7th is Benicio Lujano. Out in right field, batting 8th is Cooper Potabom. And out in center field, in the number 9 hole tonight, will be Carter Putney. And Doug, kind of a rare one. Neither one of these teams with right now a DH in the lineup.
That is unusual.
Yes.
Early in the season, I think they just want to get these kids out there and play, see who does what, and go from there.
And the Des Moines Christian lineup might change right away. Like Kuemper, they had advanced into the districts in golf today, but unlike Kuemper, they weren't here in Carroll playing. So Carroll got all of their golfers here in plenty of time. Des Moines Christian's got 3 guys that will start, but I don't think, Coach talked, they're not going to be here at the start of the game, so hopefully they'll get here by the first inning or so, and then as soon as they get here, they're going to be implemented into that starting lineup. So their lineup definitely going to change.
Could change real quick.
Goes on here tonight. We're going to step away. We'll take a break. Back with more coming up next right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
To the cross, always St. Anthony.
Well, we welcome you back here to Merchants Park. Jeff Blankman with you here tonight, 93.7 at KKRL. We're going to step away for the Lord's Prayer and also for the National Anthem. We'll be back in 3 minutes right here on KKRL.
At the Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from the Present Company in Audubon.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too.
American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Here to beautiful Merchants Park, Jeff Blankman along with Doug Honnold coming, or Doug Waniker.
There is a Doug Honnold,
There is a Doug Honnold. There is. That would be Jeff's father, and what a great guy he is. But we do welcome you out here to beautiful Merchants Park. Of course, coming to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And of course, we will have our Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the game tonight. Motor Inn of Carroll. Again, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. So, mentioned it earlier, I do not know if I can explain to people and get them to understand unless they walk outside how beautiful of a night this is for baseball.
Yeah, it is absolutely perfect. And, we love the game of baseball. My wife and I just live up the street, and, we can hear the sounds when they're practicing.
Yep.
Mike Sherry always says she knows it's spring when we can hear the bats.
Absolutely. Our umpires here tonight, we've got a couple of Hall of Famers. Dan Pomeroy out in the field tonight. Jim Molitor will be behind the plate tonight. Two guys that have worked well over 20 state baseball tournaments, and two of the best in the business.
Yeah, absolutely.
We won't say that to their face.
No, we would never say that. They'd tell you that themselves.
Yeah. No, we like both those guys, so appreciate
we appreciate every umpire because as a lot of people may or may not know, there's an umpire shortage right now. There's games that don't get played simply because they don't have umpires. So that's a scary thing to have.
I'm lucky. I've got a couple of friends of mine that have jumped into the umpiring world here in the last couple of years to try and help out with that. So hopefully they'll continue to do that, and hopefully we can get some other people jumping in and kind of helping out with that. Well, Cale Waniger finishing up his warm-ups. Waniger went 7-0 last year, threw 34 in a third innings, gave up 23 hits and 13 runs. 6 of those were earned. His ERA was 1.22, struck out 38, walked 23, hit 3. Batting average was 149 against him, and his walks and hits per innings pitched was 1.34. Brady Andrews, the center fielder, will step in. Did not have an at-bat for the Lions last year in the varsity, and he'll swing and miss on a fastball on the outside corner, and the count is quickly 0-1. Andrews will be followed by Ty Andrews, the catcher, and then Jake Feinart, the pitcher. I'll give you that Kuemper defense coming up here in just a moment. 0-1 pitch on the way. Fastball misses up top, and the count evens up at 1-1 strike. Max Erlmeyer behind the plate. John Bass over at first. Trevor Ryle at second. Benicio Lejano at third. Logan Siebenaller, the shortstop. Kobe Lampman left. Carter Putney center. Cooper Pottebaum out in right. There's a swing and a miss, and Doug looked like took a little bit off of that one on the outside corner, and he's out in front now, 1-2 strikes.
Yeah, that's where Cal wants to be. He's got to work ahead and then stay ahead. We can't have, like I said, we can't have that high pitch count in the early innings. We can't have walks. And that's kind of been his bugaboo over the years. He doesn't give up a lot of runs.
Misses back up top with the fastball. And they count 2-2. And I know you were probably watching him in warm-ups. It did seem like when he was missing a little bit high, and that's where he's missed on his first 2 balls here so far tonight.
Yeah, and that's generally where he'll miss, high or outside.
2-2 pitch on the way. There's the strikeout. Gets him swinging.
That's the way we want to start the season.
First strikeout here tonight for Waniger, and that is the first out. And that is going to bring up the catcher, Ty Andrews. Ty Andrews last year hit .273 with 3 double and at 10 RBI. The righty will step in against the right-handed pitcher. Waniger and Erlmeyer look over at the dugout, get the signs. Got Coach Luano and Snyder down there in the dugout. Used to those guys sitting outside on the buckets. They haven't done that yet. The first pitch in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1.
Yeah, Cal's throwing the way we want to see him. I'm watching his delivery. I've always kind of been I guess I've seen him pitch since he was a kid. He's just got to keep all the jerks out of it. Just one nice, smooth motion, just like that.
One pitch, breaking ball, called the strike, caught the outside corner down around the knees. And Waniger out in front, no balls and 2 strikes. Riley Bach monitoring that pitching over there. I think he's keeping the pitching chart right there on the edge of the dugout.
Riley calls the
pitches
too.
Yep, 0-2 pitch coming up. That one misses outside, squeezes past the catcher Erlmeyer, so they'll get another ball up and out there.
One of the things Cal's got to work on is when he does throw balls, it's okay that you don't want to be throwing the ball down the middle of the plate, but your balls have got to look more like strikes than they do.
1-2 offering. Comes with the changeup, maybe a breaking ball on that one, but he misses up top, and the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Doug, we're going to talk a little bit about that as the game goes on, but we're going to be debuting kind of another honor for local student athletes coming up here tomorrow morning. There's a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Waniger to start the ballgame. Cal with 2 here in the ballgame. There are 2 outs. And the pitcher, Jake Feinart, will check in. Feinart hit .318 last year with 5 doubles and at 22 RBI.
Now you look at you got the 2 pitchers facing each other right now. You look at Cal, big, strong, solid kid. You would think that's the guy you want throwing, but then you get a kid that's real slender. He's the guy that usually has a lot of snap. So kind of an interesting difference between the 2.
First pitch misses low and away, and they count 1 ball, no strikes now on Feinart. The shortstop, Robert Oliver, is waiting on deck. Cal doesn't take a lot of time in between pitches. Fielders love that. Radio guys love that. There's a liner that's going to be caught by Ryle out at second base. 3 up and 3 down for the Lions here in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We will head to the bottom half of the first inning. Knights will have Siebenthaler, Lampman, and Wanneger when we come back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform out here at beautiful Merchants Park with Kuemper Night Baseball. Knights entertaining the Lions of Des Moines Christian. Cal Wanneger got them 1-2-3 top of the first. We head here to the bottom half of the first inning. It'll be Logan Siebenthaler, Kobe Lampman, and Cal Wanneger due up for the Knights. They're going to face off against a pretty good pitcher in Jake Feinhardt. He went 5-3 last year, 46 in the third innings, 26 runs allowed, 22 of those were earned. His ERA last year was at 2.23. He hit 13, struck out 35 though, and opponents hit 220 against him last season. Siebenthaler will check in. Logan had a good year at the plate last year, and there's a foul ball back out of play. In the count, no balls in one strike. Siebenthaler last year hit .333 with 29 hits, had 4 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, and drove in 12. And Doug, this is a lefty-righty matchup here because Feinhardt is a lefty. You and I were talking about that a little bit during the break. Is the 0-1 pitch on the way? That's going to miss outside. Sometimes you get those long and lanky lefties. They're hard to read.
You know, it reminds me of Randy Johnson, you know, because he brings it and it's coming. You don't know. He's a lot of movement out there. You don't know where the ball's coming from. But he's already throwing a couple of different deliveries or showing a couple of different deliveries. There's nothing consistent with him. I was going to say it's really good to have Siebes back out here in the lineup. You know, he had to give up the catching duties last year because of the hip issues, missed most of the football season with hip surgery. One of the harder working, better athletes in the school system.
1-1 pitch missed low and inside, ran the count to 2-1. 2-1 pitch fouled back up against the screen. We've now got 2 balls and 2 strikes. See Catherine Mayhall in the house tonight. Catherine, of course, ran track this year and also played soccer for Kuemper. Getting a rare spring night off for her. 2-2 pitch misses just downstairs, and the count runs at full.
I was looking for that maybe to be a strike. It looked like a pretty good pitch.
Real close. The hard part we have is the up-down part of it here. 3-2 pitch on the way. There is a pop-up. That one's drifting out into shallow center field. Drifting over is Brady Andrews. He'll make the catch. Drifted towards right field just a couple of steps and came in a few steps. So pop up by Siebenthaler, the first out here in the bottom half of the first inning, and that's going to bring up the left fielder, Kobe Lampman. Lampman last year used a lot as a runner, played some right field for the Knights, did hit 154 with 4 hits. He was 4 of 4 stealing bases last year. He had scored 8 times last year, so kind of more of that courtesy and pinch runner role for him quite a bit last year, and then kind of worked his way into the right field. First pitch breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
Kobe swinging the bat a lot better this year in the Legion season. Showed some great defensive presence last year, and you know, like you said, played a lot of ball games for the Knights in defense.
0-1 pitch missed or actually caught the inside corner, and the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes here on Lampman. Cal Wanneger again waiting on deck. Got to give you that lineup here for the Lion defense. We'll do that right now as the 0-2 pitch up top and the count 1-2. Ty Andrews behind the plate. Kyle Friend at first. Ty Swaim at second. Tyler Martin at third. Robert Oliver at shortstop. Ethan Elbert in left. Brady Andrews center. And Zane Beal out in right field. 1-2 pitch. kind of a half swing. It was a breaking ball. He did a nice job of waiting on it, but Doug, that was really inside. Ends up chopping it down to the first baseman, and Kyle Friend grabbing it and stepping on the bag for the second out. I mean, I thought he did about everything he could against that inside breaking ball that kind of jammed him a little bit.
Yeah, it was a good swing. He got a good swing on it, just couldn't find a hole.
So 2 outs now for the Knights. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Cal Waniger. Waniger hit last year .345, 30 hits on the year, had 2 doubles, a triple, a home run. First pitch on the way, breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Drove in 26, scored 11 times on the year. Cal healthier with the lower body this year. Doug, any running issues for him?
No, actually, his speed has picked up a little bit, and he's running better than he ever has. He didn't, last year he had that hamstring issue. Took kind of a cheap swing there at that pitch, but he always gets fooled by left-handed pitching. He's struggled with that over his career.
Yeah, I think he thought that one was going to be a ball, and at the last second kind of offered at it. It's an 0-2 pitch. There's a fly ball out towards right field. Drifting back is Beal. Looks like he's got a beat on it, but he loses it maybe in the sun. It's going to drop in. And Waniger going to pull in at second base. I'm going to say air on that. We'll see what they grade.
I'm his dad. That's a double.
Yeah. Now they put air up on the board, so I'm going to agree with him.
He should have had it.
He was under it, just didn't quite squeeze the glove. Trevor Ryle, now the second baseman, going to check in.
Jeff, we're old-fashioned, but that one-handed catch stuff, I still go get it with 2.
Yep, agreed. I think that one, he missed it, and I think that he lost it maybe in the sun at the last second.
I'm a little surprised we're not going to have a courtesy runner here. I think we can still do that, can't we, in high school baseball?
Yeah, they haven't changed that, yeah. Must trust Cal out on the base pass here with 2 outs. First pitch to Ryle in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Ryle, a .247 hitter last year, had 20 hits. One of those was a double, drove in 16, got a chance to put the Knights out in front here with a 2-out rally. 1 on. Bottom half of the first inning, scoreless ball game between Des Moines Christian and Kuemper. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And Doug, his breaking ball looks really good
really
right now.
Nice.
And he brings it from a couple of different angles.
Yeah, he kind of drops down, not sidearm, but just brings his whole arm down close to his body. But like I said, he's given the Knights a couple different looks.
0-2 pitch on the way. There's a shot out towards left field, driving over, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Waniger going to round the bag. He had to go around the coach. He'll come in to score. And digging for second, off of the RBI single, is it going to be Ryle?
Yeah, Kel didn't cut that corner very good there, but I'm surprised Coach didn't back way out of the way so that he had a clean run because he ran, like you said, he ran
around him. Yeah. So the Knights lead it here by a score right now of 2-0. Technically, both of those runs right now are unearned here in the game.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we'll take them any way we can get them.
Absolutely. Runs count, doesn't matter. First pitch to John Bates, fouled back out of play, and the count 0-1. Bates did not have an official bat last year at the varsity level. Actually, I think he had 1, but did not get a hit, but he did score 3 times.
John's one of those kids, just a competitor. He's never going to quit. He's going to give you everything he has every time. We got timeout called.
Timeout called by the catcher that time, Ty Andrews. That gives us a moment here, Doug. You heard me mention here a moment ago. Wittrock Motor Company is sponsoring a new kind of a new thing for us here. We're honoring student athletes, not just the athletes like we normally do after ball games or at the end of the week with our regional athlete of the week or our St. Anthony athlete of the week on Wednesdays. We'll tell you about her more here in a second, or on Thursday with that St. Anthony athlete of the week. John Bates follows that one back, and the count is 0-2. Our first one is going to be it's video interviews. So I went up to South Central Calhoun last week and sat down with Kirsten Morrow. And she was going to be our first student athlete of the week. So we're going to honor kids for not just what they're doing on the athletic fields or on the diamond or, on the court. We're also going to be honoring them for what they do in their communities and in the classroom and their volunteering times and all of those kind of things. And Kirsten Morrow from South Central Calhoun, a senior, was our first selection this year. Got a really, really nice kind of nomination letter written from one of her teachers up there. We're going to let everybody see that interview coming up tomorrow. You'll be able to find that on our website, Facebook, and Twitter pages on the new website.
Well, congratulations to Kristen, and I think that's a good award. And, we need to think more about that than, it's more than just being an athlete, even though that's what we're here for, is to play the game. These kids also got to be students. They've got to be good citizens as well in their communities. You talked about volunteer work.
2-2 pitch, and that is going to hit him. So he gets down 0-2, Doug, and John battles back to a 2-2 count, and then fouled off a tough pitch, and then ends up getting hit. So the Knights now with runners on first and second here with 2 outs here in the inning, 1-0 lead, and then Max Erlmeyer going to step to the plate. The catcher hit .352 last year with 19 hits, 3 doubles, 11 RBI.
That's kind of a typical John base at bat. I mean, that's kind of typical of him. He just doesn't quit. You know, like you said, he was down 0-2, and then he ends up getting plunked to work his way over to first base.
So Erlmeyer will step in. Knight's got a chance to extend the lead. Breaking ball misses inside. He's able to dive out of the way of it. Doug, you talked about, Cal needing to get through and the Kuemper starters needing to get through with very few pitches thrown. The Kuemper offense tonight, very patient on the plate, always have been under Coach Snyder, even under Coach Spieler before that. But they've worked. They've made fine art work, and he's thrown quite a few pitches here. There's a chopper back up the middle, and that is going to get out into center field. Andrews will cut it off. The run going to come in to score. The throw to third, not going to be in time. And digging up to second will be Erlmeyer off the RBI single, and the Knights extend the lead here to 2-0 as Rao comes in to score the second run of the night for Kuemper.
Big hit by Erlmeyer to come through there, and they will courtesy run for him because he is the catcher. Moves base over to third base. Knights take a 2-0 lead, and that's a big hit here early in the season.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, and an important one. We are going to get, I think, a runner. Carter Putney coming out. No, can't tell for sure. 17. There we go.
Running for Erlmeyer.
They tried to get the lead runner on that at third base when and left us have a free one to second. So now we got Benicio up with runners, 2 runners in scoring position at second and third.
And Doug, you're going to have to help me with the young man at second, Benicio Lojano steps in the first pitch in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Mason Nurl. Okay.
Mason Nurl, yep.
They had him number 22 in what they gave me. He's number 17 out on the field. So,
yeah, backup catcher. Nice young arm. Not real big, but he's a nice little catcher for us.
A 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball getting out of the way that time was Lujano. Count runs to 1-1. I know a lot of the kids, Doug, but man, that far away, I can't see out to second base and pick out a face from there. And when you give me a wrong number and wrong jersey, it's tough for me to be able to see that stuff.
I probably
older.
Well, you got a helmet on their head too, so I wouldn't have recognized that.
Good thing I got Mr. Luck sitting over here. He knew him right away. There's a chopper on the infield. Ranging in is going to be the first baseman. The scoop over to Feinart. Not going to be in time as Feinart drops it. 2 runs will come in to score, and the Knights lead it here 4-0.
That's almost got to be a base hit there, too, because it was a bouncer. Feinart couldn't get over to cover it, and good hustle by Benicio. I'm not a big fan of sliding into first base, but in that situation, he slid directly to the bag without hitting the ground first.
So a 4-0 lead now for the Knights. Well, that'll bring up Cooper Potabom as Lujano on over at first base.
You know, Benicio struggled with the bat a little bit this year, even late last year, so it's good, even if it's one that he probably didn't lace it the way he wants to, but he's down there at first base with what I think is a base hit.
Yeah, I had him for a base hit is on that one. So the only error I've had so far was the one on Cal's
fly ball,
yeah, the one off of his bat. There was a throw over to first, a friend, and then back in safely was Lujano. 1-0 the count right now on Potabom. Cooper last year hit 190 had 4 hits. 3 of those were singles. Had a double, 3 RBI, scored 4 times. Talented young guy. And started to back out on that one. Ball gets away from the catcher. We're going to call a foul ball here. Yep, foul ball. Foul ball going to be the call.
Yeah, Benicio will have to retreat back to first base.
He was running on the play as the ball got away from the catcher, but Jim Molitor right away said that it hit the bat, and him and Pomeroy both called it immediately and stopped it. So Lujano will head back over to first. Count runs to 1-1 right now. 2 out. 4-0 Kuemper lead here, bottom half of the first inning.
Coop took a pretty healthy swing at that pitch.
There's a swing and a miss. Yeah, he's stepping out with that front foot, and then he's now also stepping and kind of falling on that back foot a little bit. So he's swinging maybe harder than he needs to right now.
Yeah, we noticed that earlier in the year that front foot generally comes back about 6-8 inches, and I know that's something that he's worked on breaking.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner, so that is going to be the first strikeout of the ball game for Feinart, but Kuemper picks up 4 hits, 3 hits. There was 1 error, and they leave 1 runner left on base. We are through 1 inning. It is a 4-0 Kuemper lead. We're back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 at KKRL.
Like most
Midwest
One of the
Wholesale
best
is your
kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Visiting the DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
We welcome you back here on 93.7 at KKRL. Jeff Blankman, Doug Waniger with you here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We head here to the top of the second inning. Robert Oliver, Ethan Elbert, and Kyle Friend are the scheduled hitters for the Lions of Des Moines Christian. Kuemper, Doug, 4 unearned runs, but you know, runs are runs. Doesn't matter in the scorebook and on the scoreboard if they're earned or unearned.
That's why you take every one that you can get.
First pitch on the way, misses up top to the shortstop, Oliver. He was their best hitter coming back from last year's team. Oliver hit .281 with a double and 9 RBI.
Both these teams are young. Oliver just a sophomore too, I think.
Yep, yeah, very, very young teams. I think the future pretty good for this Kuemper baseball program, but then again, the past has been very good as well. There's a pop-up on the infield. Waniger looking for it. Now Ryle comes in from second base and able to squeeze that one in. He started back, and Cal had a hard time coming off of the mound and keeping his eyes up, and then he lost it, but luckily Ryle able to get there. Lohato and Siebenall are both giving chase as well, Doug, but the second baseman able to take charge on that one and make the play. That's a really tough play for a pitcher to make.
Yeah, that's the second baseman's ball every time.
Yep.
That's where your first baseman's got to be pointing, or somebody's got to be pointing.
Yep. Ethan Elbert up top, and they count 1 ball and no strikes. I just noticed Cal was looking for it, but he had a beat on it. Then as he came down the hill, you're kind of running downhill a little bit. You got to kind of look in front of you real quick. There's a swing and a miss, and the count 1-1. Kuemper crowd continuing to file in here tonight with this 5:30 varsity start here this evening. So a beautiful night for baseball, and the crowd continues to get bigger. 1-1 pitch on the way from Waniger. That one in there for a strike with a fastball, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Kuemper always gets a lot of support from what I'll call the experienced group in town, or senior division.
So our group, you know. Yeah. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ooh, just misses outside, and the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know Cal wanted that pitch, and I think Earl did too.
Don't forget, you can watch and listen to the game. Got Brett Lux running our camera system for us over there in our live video broadcast, powered by New Way Ford down in Coon Rapids. There's a swing and a miss. 3rd strikeout here tonight for Waniger. 2 outs here in the second inning, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Kyle Friend. Friend did not have a varsity at bat for Des Moines Christian last season, at least according to Varsity Bounds.
Yeah, I looked for his name in there too, and I didn't see it.
Waniger trying to get through the first couple of innings unscathed here today. Pitch on the way. Called a strike on the outside corner, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, he keeps throwing like this, and I think he can be pretty effective, and he's just got to stay in that groove and that rhythm.
0-1 pitch in there for a strike, and the count runs to 0-2 through 12 pitches in the first inning. Has thrown, I think, 9 now here in the second inning. So doing a good job so far of keeping that pitch count down. 0-2 pitch, misses outside, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was a good pitch, though, in that situation. Like I said before, you got to make your balls look like strikes. And it was close enough to where a batter could potentially swing, but when it's a foot out of the zone, they're never going to take a look at that.
1-2 pitch outside, and the count will run full now at 2-2. Our assistant news director, Casey Miners, in the house here tonight, sitting over here to our left. Good to see him. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go get him right here on this pitch.
2 out. Top of the second. 2-2 pitch misses up top, and the count runs to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wind still blowing from left to right field here tonight, but not enough, Doug, that I think it's going to affect a fly ball out to the outfield very much. Not real strong today. 3-2 pitch taken for ball 4, so it got out in front and then loses him. That's the first walk issued for Cal here tonight. That'll bring up the third baseman, Tyler Martin. Martin hit .364 last season, a double, a home run, of 5 RBI, and scored 5 times on the season.
That's where in those situations, especially early in the year, just throw strikes, even on that 1 and 2.
Yep.
Go get him. Especially in his situation where he can be prone to walks a little bit.
Friend gets his lead. John Base going to hold him on. Wandiger comes to the plate, misses up top, throw down to first, knocked down that time by Base. And they count 1 ball, no strikes. Potabom doing a nice job coming over and backing up there behind first base out there in right field. Coop comes from a pretty good athletic family, I think. I know Blake was an outstanding athlete for Kuemper the last few years. That one in there for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Yeah, Blake had a nice career. He had battled through injuries too, and Cooper's had some of the same problems. I know he's having some problems with his hips right now too, similar to what Siebenaller had last year.
So much of that anymore in these kids today. Pitch misses up top. Count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike. Got to figure out why. There's a lot of studies being done, and some of the information that is coming out is a little alarming on the reasons why we're having so many injuries at the young level. Hopefully people will start taking a little bit of understanding of what some of those issues are and doing something about it. 2-1 the count right now. 1 runner on, 2 out. Top of the second inning. 4-0 Kuemper lead here. Got Tiffany back monitoring things in the studio. That one in there for a strike, and the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Des Moines Christian hitters getting a little bit more patient now, letting Cal throw a few pitches and just keep pounding the zone, make them swing the bat.
2-2 pitch. There's a foul ball, and that one got Jim Molitor, the home plate umpire, in the head. He's okay. I mean, he's been hit there before, and it must have gotten the padding on the mask, Doug, but you could see it hit the hat and then bounce up over his head. Count remains 2-2 right now on Martin.
Now the catcher and the umpire, they always have each other's back. You see Earl giving him a little time, going out and talking with Cal, give Jim a little bit of time to connect the dots again, so to speak.
Yeah, Dan Pomeroy just gave him pointed to his head, and then Jim gave him a thumbs up, so he's okay.
I think Dan was saying, way to use your head. I'm not sure.
Knowing those two, that could potentially be the case. Big pitch coming up here for Wandiger. Misses outside with a breaking ball. Snap throw down to first. Back in time again is Friend. Count runs to 3-2 now on the batter, Tyler Martin. Zane Beal, the right fielder, waiting on deck. Had a chance to have 2 quick innings. Now battling here a little bit after getting the first 2 guys out in a total of 6 pitches. 3-2 pitch, runner goes, and there is ball 4. So back-to-back walks for Cal. Wandiger has put runners on first and second, and the batter now the right fielder in Zane Beal.
This has been Cal's bugaboo. He gets ahead sometimes, and we end up with those walks. Then we'll get 2 or 3 in a row, and we got to break that right now. But good patience by the Des Moines Christian team.
And I think is he calling for? He's talking with the dugout, Cal is right now, so I don't know if he needs an inhaler or something out there right now. I know he's had some issues with that, so maybe pointing at the nose. So I don't know if he's got a bloody nose or a runny nose or something of that nature. Riley Bach walking out to talk with him right now. Jim Molitor headed over towards the Kuemper dugout. More baseball coverage coming up for you tomorrow night. I get to head down to the beautiful community of Coon Rapids, and I'll be down there as Cam Manning will be in town to take on the Crusaders of Coon Rapids Bear. That should be a fun one tomorrow night. Of course, then Thursday.
On the second most beautiful field in the state.
Yes, and actually named the field of the year, the diamond of the year this last year. So,
yeah, I think he's got a bloody nose again.
Thursday, we're going to be down at the state track meet, of course, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, folks, and we're going to be giving you a ton of coverage. Nick Brinks will have audio updates probably 2 to 3 times an hour of all of the events that are going on. We'll also be updating our website. Culver is our main sponsor of that, so you can find that by going to sports.1380kcim.com. It'll be right there on the home page. We'll make it pretty easy to be able to see, but he'll update that almost immediately after the event is over, so you'll know how our local kids did. You'll know the time they ran, where they finished in their heat or their section, and then where they're at overall and whether or not they qualify. We'll get video interviews with every single one of the kids down there. Those will eventually be uploaded and then placed onto that same page right next to the results for the kid in that event. We'll have pictures of all of the kids down there competing, as Jeff Storyhan will be down there on Friday and Saturday with a full slate of pictures, as he has been doing for us. He's going to be shooting soccer tonight, then coming over here for a while as well. So you'll get pictures from both of those games tonight. Pitch misses up top. And they count 1-0 now to Zane Beal. And then Tyler Bruner. Jeff
we got
Huddle
a new batter in
doing,
there. I think this is one of the switches.
Yep, one of the switches. Yep, we'll talk about that in a second. But Jeff Huddle and I will be doing the video interviews. Tyler Bruner going to be down there shooting little video clips, and you'll find those on the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter pages as well. The new hitter here is
Whitty.
Adam Whitty, one of the seniors. Yep, so he has stepped in now for Beal. So he is going to be the first batter here, or the batter in the second inning. So they've got one of their new players in the ballgame. And the count now quickly, 3 balls and no strikes on Whitty. Runners on first and second. Kuemper still leads this one by a score of 4-0. Pitch on the way, up top. And there is a ball 4. And now Cal's starting to maybe think about it a little bit too much out there. Bases are loaded.
For the Lions.
And that is going to bring up another one of our new players. And coming to the plate now is going to be number 5, Brody Everett.
Brody Everett, Albany.
So Brody Everett will check into the lineup.
Cal needs to just slow himself down a little bit. I think with the bases loaded, he can go back out of the stretch here.
So Everett will step in. Big, tall right-hander. That'd be one of the kids that was at their district golf meet today. Breaking ball misses inside. And they count 1-0. And Doug, early on, the way Cal was throwing, he was going to get those edges. Now those edges may be getting a little smaller, as been struggling a little bit with the strike zone here last couple of batters. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one's a strike on the outside. And the count evens up now at 1 ball and 1 strike. If he gets out of this with no damage done, that's huge.
Yeah.
The only thing it's going to do is the pitch count going to be a little higher than he wants.
Yeah, he's going to end up with about 25 pitches this inning, even if he gets this guy out. So
1-1 pitch up top to the backstop. They've got a chance for a play at the plate, and diving in ahead of the slide is going to be Kyle Friend. And Des Moines Christian on the board on the wild pitch.
Yeah, Cal's got to slow down. He's got to get it into the zone. Earl had a heck of a chance the ball went clear to the backstop in the air.
Yep.
And the ball came right back to Earl. He dove, but just missed the runner coming in from third base.
Yeah, Friend got a good jump. Cal was coming to the plate, but Friend able to beat him, and that made Erlmeyer have to dive to the plate to try and make the tag. So Des Moines Christian on the board, now 4-1 our score. And they count 2 balls and 1 strike.
Just got to relax and throw strikes.
2-1 pitch, called a strike on the outside corner, and the count evens up at 2-2. Early season baseball, Doug, a lot of times we can see some of these higher scoring games. 2-2 count right now, pitch on the way, up top. Good job by Erlmeyer to go up and get that one. And it's now a full count, 3-2 on the batter, Brody Everett.
Yep, just relax, and he's trying to probably overthrow, and like you said, think about it a little bit too much, but this is something that he's got to work through.
Yeah, Brady Andrews, the leadoff batter, is waiting on deck. Pitch on the way, misses outside. That's going to get away from Erlmeyer. He's going to flip to the plate and in safely. Ahead of the tag is Martin. I don't know if Erlmeyer realized that the player was coming. So taking at first base on the walk is going to be Everett. 4 straight walks right now. Runners on first and third, as moving down to third was Whitty. Everett on at first, and now Brady Andrews, is at the plate. He struck out swinging his first time up.
Surprised they're not going out and just taking a little time here, letting him calm down. But started out so well in that first inning, even the first two batters of the second inning, and then the wheels have come off here the last 5 batters.
Quick timeout called there by Andrews. This is just the 7th batter of the inning, so they've been able to get some damage done without having a ton of hitters at the plate. Pitch on the way, and there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the ball game here tonight. Motor Inn of Cary, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. 0-1 offering runner at first goes. Erlmeyer's throw down to second. They faked hand it. Ryle cut in front like he was going to take it. That held the runner at third, but in safely with the stolen base is Everett. And
Good
they
strong.
count 1 ball and 1 strike now on Andrews.
Good strong throw by Erlmeyer.
Doug, want to give a quick shout out to Western Iowa Networks. Get more and more reliability when getting the last minute homework done. More meaningful moment videos chatting with loved ones and more savings with locking in your internet price. There's a fly ball out to deep right field. That's going to get over Potabom's head. It's going to hop away from him on the fence. 2 runs will come in to score. Digging around second is Andrews, and he'll be in with a triple. So Andrews got a lot of that one. And that is going to tie us up now here at 4 apiece. And Doug, that one hit a pole out there on the fence and bounced completely away from Cooper up towards center field. That's what allowed Andrews to get all the way around to third base.
I thought that thing was going to carry out of the park. There's just enough wind there to take it that direction.
So our score now 4-4, first hit of the ball game. For the Lions, it'll bring up the catcher Ty Andrews, who struck out swinging his first time up. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. So Des Moines Christian answers here in the top of the second, the 4 runs.
All with 2 outs.
Yes. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be thrown away. And again, it's going to come bouncing back to Erlmeyer, but he can't glove it. And coming in to score from a third on the wild pitch again is it going to be Brady Andrews. Count will run to 1-1. And Des Moines Christian is coming all the way back here to take a 5-4 lead here in the top of the second inning.
Nice job by Benicio Lujano going over and talk to Cal. He's frustrated with himself right now, and deservedly so. He's walked, 4 batters, hit 1?
Yep.
And a triple.
Two pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss, or excuse me. 1-1 pitch swung on and missed, and the count runs to 1-2. 2 outs here in the inning. Des Moines Christian has scored 5 straight runners. 5 straight base hit batters have come around to score. That pitch down in the dirt, and the count runs to 2-2.
I think at this point, Cal, just come back with fastballs, throw strikes. We don't have to worry about location at this point. Let's get our groove back and see if we can get out of this thing.
Maybe going from the windup here will help him a little bit. 2-2 pitch on the way. There's a base hit. That one out into right center field. That one's going to get into the gap.
That's going to be another triple.
Around at first is going to be Andrews. He'll dig to second. They are going to wave him around, and he is going to be in with a triple. So back-to-back triples here for Des Moines Christian. 2 guys, Doug, that struck out swinging against Cal the first time up. And we're going to get a runner coming on, a courtesy runner coming on over at first base, and that is going to be a Landon Carlisle, number 22.
We got Feinart up, and he's the one that did put the bat on the baseball the first time up, but I'm guessing Cal's taking a little bit off of it, trying to locate a little bit
get
better.
Some strikes, yep.
I think he's given up more runs already than he gave up last year.
Pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed. That was a nice pitch, and the count is 0-1. 9th batter of the inning here. Now, gave up 13 runs last year, 6 of them earned. He's given up 5 already here tonight. There's a chopper. That's going to be gloved by Cal. He'll flip it over to base, and that is going to be the final out of the inning. 9 guys come to the plate, though, for Des Moines Christian. They pick up 5 runs. They get it on 2 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Des Moines Christian leading Kuemper now 5-4. Back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 KKRL.
The door to rewarding career opportunities is closer than you think. All you have to do is open it. DMAC's Carroll campus is your gateway to in-demand, rewarding careers. You can even earn a 4-year degree on campus, thanks to a partnership with UNI and Buena Vista University. It's all waiting for you at the DMAC Carroll campus. So open the door to a better life at DMAC in Carroll today. DMAC, life's calling.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
We welcome you back here on 93.7 at KKRL. Jeff Blankman, Doug Wanderger with you here. Again, coming to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And we do have Brett Luck sitting over here to my right. I'm getting everybody confused here tonight. I guess I'm probably mentally not quite ready for all of this stuff yet.
Okay,
but
Jeff Arnold, we're good with you.
Yeah, we've got Brett Lux over here filming for us here tonight. And he's got that going for us on the video that's powered by New Way Auto Group, I should say, down in Cooner Rapids. So you can go to our website and watch and listen to the game, or go to the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network YouTube channel to be able to watch the game. 9-1-2 due up for the Knights here as we head to the bottom half of the second inning. Carter Putney, Logan Siebenaller, and Kobe Lampman. First pitch misses inside to Putney, and the count 1 ball, no strikes. Carter last year scored 17 times on the year. It was 2 of 2 in stolen bases.
Played in the district golf tournament this afternoon or this morning.
Yep. They wrapped up about 3 o'clock. That one misses just inside or outside, I guess. I know the catcher and the pitcher both kind of looking at each other, trying to figure out where that one was at. 2-0 pitch coming up here for Feinart. Pitch on the way, in there for a strike, and the count now 2 balls and 1 strike.
Carter plays a really good center field. Got him down there at the number 9 spot. Batting average hasn't been probably what he wants it to be, but hoping he can break out of that this year and hit the way he's capable of.
Pitch on the way, chop foul off of the batter Putney in the batter's box, so that'll run the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to look out, Doug, and see. Looks like Whitty, number 20, is in at shortstop now. I'm trying to figure out where they've made their changes defensively. That's going to be the hard part of this. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, got him out in front of it. Second strikeout of the ball game. Second strikeout in a row now for Feinart. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up Logan Siebenaller, who flew out to center field his first time up.
Logan's just a perfect leadoff hitter, good speed, makes good contact, smart hitter out there, good base runner. Now we got to get him on and try to get this ball game tied back up. We were up 4-0 there to start the first inning. You certainly didn't think we were going to be down 5-4.
No, not the way Cal had pitched the first 5 guys he faced. First pitch misses to Siebenaller, and they count 1 ball and no strikes. Feinart takes a little more time in between pitches than what Cal does, a little bit more deliberate. Pitch on the way. There's a fly ball out towards right center field. That's going to be trouble. It's in the gap. That's going to get over the head, and it'll be a 1-hopper over the fence out there just to the left of the 353 mark. That's going to be a ground roll double for Siebenaller.
That's one that you wished it wouldn't have bounced over the fence because he'd have been into third easily.
Yep. Ground roll double will put him at second base with a 1 out here in the inning, and that'll bring up Kobe Lampman. Lampman grounded out to the first baseman his first time up. That was back, of course, in the first inning. We're only in the second inning. Jeff Blankman, Doug Wandiger, Tiff back in the studio. Thanks to her for coming in and monitoring, and for Lance Kuhn helping me get things set up over here earlier today and everything working, and for getting us on the air here tonight.
Yeah, with this beautiful weather, we just we need some hits here now for the Knights to get that lead back.
We do. Pitch on the way. There is a chopper back to Feinart. He's going to field. Might have had a play to third as Siebenthaler broke right away, but takes the sure out. And it gets Lampman over at first base on the 1-3. There are 2 outs here in the inning, and that is going to bring up Cal Wandiger. Wandiger flew out towards right field back in the first inning, ended up reaching on an errand, came in to score the first run of the ballgame.
Cal's got a chance to make up for what he did there in the bottom of that second inning, or top of the second inning, excuse me. Get that run back.
Feinart out of the stretch. Siebenthaler really good speed over there at first. Breaking ball, he went around, and the count is 0-1. Tried to check up on that one, but unable to stop the swing. In there for strike one. I think so as well. Yeah, that one looked like it was right down the heart of the plate. 0-1 pitch on the way. Comes back, misses inside. And the count evens up now at 1-1 strike. You can see the Carroll softball team practicing over next door. Softball does not start games till next week, but baseball went ahead and started this week. 1-1 pitch. Chopper ranging over is going to be the second baseman. Knocking it down and scooping it in is going to be Swain. He'll make the play over to first base to Friend, and that is the final out here of the inning. So the Knights get a runner on with that ground rule double, but can't get anybody in. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We are through 2 innings. It is Des Moines Christian leading Kuemper 5-4. We're back in 1 minute here on 93.7 KKRL.
Hi. At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
How durable is your roof shingles? Can your roof handle extreme conditions? Check this out. Look what happens when you ball up a shingle. Pound out at some, our competitor's shingle are ripped up and has fallen apart, while a Brink shingle, well, has easily held its own. If you're looking for a roof that comes with a lifetime guarantee, get a second opinion today. Call Brinks Exteriors at 515-789-ROOF. We won't break the bank. Call the roof pros at Brinks Exteriors, 515-789-ROOF.
Shout out to New Way Auto Group in Coon Rapids, sponsoring Sports on the Go with me and giving me a vehicle to drive to all the sporting events I've been covering over the last year plus. The New Way Auto Group feature vehicle is a used 2016 Ford Edge, about 79,000 miles, front-wheel drive. Call 800-861-7268 for more details. Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman, powered by New Way Ford or New Way Auto Group in Coon Rapids, home of Warranty Forever, and your home for free oil changes for life. Scheduled hitters here for Des Moines Christian. Now, they still might be making some changes, but Robert Oliver will lead things off. Then Ethan Elbert, the next scheduled hitter, and then Kyle Friend. So 4, 5, and 6 due up for Des Moines Christian here as we head to the top of the third inning. Cal Wandiger on the hill for the Knights. First pitch on the way. Popped a foul, back out of play. And the count is no balls and 1 strike. And if anybody has not been here to Merchants Park before, there are certain areas you don't park. Down the lines and right behind kind of where you come in the main gate here. 0-1 pitch on the way. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
I always like it when people pull up that don't come to the games a lot and they think, oh, front row parking. Like,
yeah.
There's a reason nobody's parking there.
Yeah, there's been a few broken windshields at this diamond, I'm sure, over the years. 1-1 pitch on the way, misses outside, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm lucky. I usually try to get here about an hour to an hour and a half before I go on the air, so I can test equipment and set everything up, get lineups, and get all my stuff good. So I usually have my choice of where I want to park.
Well, there's a lot of options out there.
There is. 2-1 pitch up top. And they count 3-1 now on Oliver. Oliver flew out to the second baseman. That started the second inning. That was that high fly ball on the grass on the infield. 3-1 pitch. And that one's going to be called a strike, and the count now runs full on Robert Oliver.
That might have been a generous strike there. It looked a little outside.
Yeah, that looked like one of maybe hey, I'm not going to let you just come up here and put the bat on the shoulder. Got to swing and be ready a little bit. There's a swing and a miss, and he gets the strikeout. That is number 4 for strikeouts for Cal tonight. First out here in the 3rd inning. And that'll bring up now Ethan Elbert.
Strike number 1. That'll bring up left fielder Ethan Elbert.
Elbert struck out swinging his first time up.
Cal just needs to take his time. He's rushing. He's not one of those pitchers. You mentioned that he wasn't pitching as quickly as the other one. That's how he normally pitches. Now where he's most effective is when he does take his time and throws real deliberate pace.
Breaking ball misses outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, there was a part in that even in the first inning, but mainly in the second, where he was literally catching the ball right back on the rubber and going again. There's a foul ball. That one off of the catcher and then bounces back here to the backstop. And the count now 1-1 on Elbert.
Yeah, normally he takes a few steps behind the mound, pulls the hat off, runs the hands through the hair.
Yeah.
He's a better pitcher when he takes his time.
Does he have a lot of hair?
Oh, yeah. See, like he's doing right now there. That's.
I guess he doesn't have like the long hair, though. So
no,
yeah.
He keeps it short.
Yeah. 1-1 the count on Albert. Erlmeyer and Waniger had a short conversation here a moment ago. 1-1 pitch. Called a strike. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Just go get him with a fastball.
Beautiful night for baseball. Flag dying down a little bit out there in the outfield, so that means the wind maybe not blowing as much. There's a breaking ball line drive, and that is going to be just foul, and just getting out of the way of it was Dan Pomeroy out there. Dan showing a little bit of athleticism and quickness, and now Jim Molitor going to check to make sure he didn't twist anything as he was spinning out of the way of that one.
People don't realize these guys aren't spring chickens.
No, they're not.
Anymore.
Yeah, I'm not making fun of them.
Not going to say they're old, but they're not.
They're around your age, right?
They're a little older than me, and I know that I don't move like I did 20 years ago, or 10 for that matter.
Yeah, I get you on there. Then again, Brett doesn't move very quick over there anymore either, and he's only 18. So.
And he never has.
Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts here in the inning, 5 in the ballgame for Waniger. Poor Brett sits over there. He doesn't have headphones. He's got headphones. He can hear us, but I don't give him a mic. That way he can't ever defend himself.
There's a reason for that.
Kyle Friend will step in.
This is number 2.
Actually, this is number 2. I was just going to say Carter Price is the hitter here now. So this will be his first at-bat, because this must be the 3rd guy that they said would probably change into the lineup. The 3 guys that were at district golf today. 0-1 the count now on Bryce. The 0-1 pitch up top, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
There's Cal. Scratch the dirt, get things, take your time. There's no rush.
No.
Especially on a beautiful day like this. We don't have to beat the rain or anything.
Yeah, there's no pitch clock in the high school game yet. 1-1 pitch up top, and the count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, nights like this, I enjoy being out at the Ball Diamond, that is for sure. Now, I will say that I kind of do like these 5:30 starts. I know not everybody a fan of them, but 2-1 pitch on the way. Misses low and away, and the count runs to 3-1. As I get older, those nights of being up till 3 and 4 in the morning, it's starting to take their toll on the old guy here.
Don't know why you do it.
Well, 3-1 pitch. That is ball 4.
Well, let's hope this isn't a repeat of last inning where we got the first 2 quick and then we can't find the plate again.
5 walks on the night now with 5 strikeouts for Waniger. He's given up just 2 hits here in the game, but he's given up 5 runs. Knights trail it here 5-4. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Big lead over at first base for Price. He's a pretty good base runner. Waniger might want to take a look, and does, and almost got him, but he's back in safely. Price, Doug, he had about a 4.5-step lead over there. That was about as big a lead as I've seen anybody have in a while.
It's kind of weird. Cal looked over his back shoulder, and I think he could see him.
Yeah. Yeah, but one more step, and he'd had to go the other way. And that time almost got him. He was walking off, and Cal threw over as he was walking off of the bag, and he kind of stumbled, but able to get back, but almost didn't get back. Quick shout out to Greg Custra. Stopped off to see Greg for a little while last night. Pitch up top, throw down to first. Base will knock that one down up the kind of inside towards the second base side of first base there a little bit from Erlmeyer. Count 1-0 now on the batter, Tyler Martin.
At this point, Cal, just go get the batter. Let's
pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner. And they count 1-1 strike.
Runner's getting a nice lead over there, but let's get the out at the plate.
1-1 pitch up top. And they count now 2-1 strike. Definitely can kind of tell that Cal may be a little more comfortable going out of the windup than he is to stretch here early, Doug.
Yeah, I think that's generally true. When he was a little kid, he didn't have to pitch out of the stretch very often.
Yep. 2-1 pitch. Ooh. Misses up and in. And they count now 3-1. And we've got a new batter here as well. Just notice this is Tyler Martin here at the plate. Actually, it is Tyler Martin. Yeah. It's just a different number than what they gave me. Pitch on the way. And that one in there for a strike. Early season, you run into it all the time. They give you a roster off varsity bounds, and then half of the uniforms don't match what's on the roster.
Cal needs a strikeout here. He's got to get out of this inning.
3-2 pitch coming up. There's a shot foul right past Coach Flack. He didn't even have to move, but it didn't miss him by much. And the count remains full. Runner probably going to be going here with that full count, especially with it 2 outs. Try to get his speed moving in case there is a ball hit into fair play. Weniger trying to get out of trouble here. Not really trouble. Runner at first with 2 outs. Throw over to first, and that's going to get away. And that is going to move the runner probably all the way down to third base. He's going to dig around second. Potabom gets to the ball, and he will dig in. Now the ball gets away from a base, but going over to pick it up is Siebenaller. So that's that 2-base throwing error that we see so many times here at this diamond.
Yeah, in that situation, let's just get the out. Let's try to get the guy at the plate. Now you're sitting there with a runner at third base. He's probably going to tell him to go back out of the stretch.
And that's what Riley just told him, is to go back out of the wind up. Three-two pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss, and he got him swinging for the final out here of the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We are through 2.5. Des Moines Christian leading Kuemper 5-4. We're back in 1 minute here on KKRL.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
RJV Transport and Peterson Logistics in Westside is more than just a trucking company.
1970. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
We head to the bottom of the third inning. Jeff Blankman, Doug Wanderger with you here. Again, Brett Luck's running our video package tonight. You can watch and listen to tonight's game by going to our Carroll Broadcasting YouTube channel or by just going to sports.1380kcim.com. Kind of scroll down towards the bottom and you should be able to pick up and watch and listen to the game. Our live video broadcast, of course, powered by New Way Auto Group down in Coon Rapids. Kuemper baseball for you here tonight on 93.7 KKRL, and of course on our video package as well. Knights jumped up 4-0 in the bottom of the first. Des Moines Christian scored 5 times in the top of the second to lead at 5-4. Trevor Ryle, John Bass, Max Erlmeyer are the scheduled hitters. And the first pitch to Ryle in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Ryle single driving in a run and came in to score the second run of the game back in the first inning in his first plate appearance. Wind is picked back up a little bit from left field to right field. That breaking ball misses outside, and the count 1-1 strike. Defense playing pretty well straight up against the righty here, Doug, even with the lefty at the plate. Nobody has shifted. There's a chopper foul. I would say if there's a gap anywhere, it would be kind of that right center field. As the center fielder maybe on the shortstop side of second base a little bit, maybe a couple of steps. So the big gap to me looks like kind of either right down the right field line or the right center field gap.
Yeah, either one of those would work. Pitch comes in low.
The 1-2 pitch misses downstairs, and the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Trevor's one of those kids. It's just, he does everything right, not real fancy anywhere, but just gets the job done across the board.
Yep. Yeah, had that nice single his first time up. Breaking ball misses. Took that one wide, and the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Do want to give again a thanks to Western Iowa Networks. They provide internet for us here. That allows us to be able to run our studio from here, so I can run all the commercials and run the video package that we've got. There's a little flare out to shallow right. That's going to drop in. So another base hit for Trevor Ryle. He is at 2 for 2 tonight. 5th hit of the night here for Kuemper. And that is going to bring up the first baseman, John Bass. Bass was hit by a pitch, fell down 0-2, and then battled himself back, got the count at 2-2, and then got hit by a pitch.
Get somebody throwing down in the Kuemper bullpen. Cal might be done. I don't know how many pitches he's got, but I think he had about 15 that last inning. I'm guessing he's...
Yeah, just I'm laughing. Brett dropped his pen over here, and he moved like an old guy trying to get underneath the counter here to pick it up. Pitch on the way. Tried to bunt him over, but the offer by Bass is going to be missed. Didn't get it. And getting back into first base was Trevor Ryle.
Third baseman was clear back. Not a bad opportunity.
Yep.
You got a left-hander who, when he comes through, he's going off to the right-hand side.
Off towards third, yep.
That first base side is pretty wide open, especially with the guy holding the runner at first base.
Again, looking to bunt, and that one is bunted foul behind the plate. So now Bass down, no balls, 2 strikes. He was in this situation the last time, had not tried to bunt, but he was down 0-2 and got himself hit by pitch. So we'll see how he looks to battle back here.
Something interesting, I noticed we got Randy Snyder in the third base coaching box tonight where
Luhano that's usually where Luhano's at, yeah. Randy, I think, had enjoyed not having to be in the coaches' boxes anymore. I'm glad you said that. I hadn't noticed it, Randy.
Well, I did earlier, and I didn't think about the difference, but I remember when Cal came around third base, it was Randy that was there, and I didn't even think about the fact that usually Louis is down there.
Yeah, Mark Fieldmeyer did it for years. 1-2 pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss, and that is going to be at strike 3. That'll be the first out here, and the third strikeout of the night for Feinart. And that'll bring up the catcher, Max Ermeyer. He had an RBI single back in the second inning, and then Mason Nerl came in to run for him and came in to score the 4th run of the game for Kuemper in that first inning. Decent lead over there at first base for Ryle, about 3.5 steps, and Feinart going to throw over there. Easier, Doug, for a lefty to be able to see.
Yep.
Their lead off over at first base, and even to probably consistently make a better throw. You don't have to spin and try and snap and throw hard. You can just step that way and throw. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball. That's going to get away from the catcher, Andrews, and moving down to second on the pass ball is Ryle. Count will run to 1 ball and no strikes now on Max Ermeyer. So big situation. It's a 1-run game. And usually early in the season, runs come in bunches, it seems like. A lot of high-scoring games early in the season, Doug. So this is not like a do-or-die situation, but if Kuemper could push that tying run across the board, maybe get a lead back here heading into the 4th, that'd be big. There's a chopper. Nice piece of hitting that time. For the matter, Max Ermeyer, Doug, hits it over to the right side of the field and moves the runner on that 4-3 ground out. And that's where that pass ball came in big, because it moved the runner down to second. And some people don't realize they look at that as just an out, but that's technically good fundamental baseball. You hit behind the runner, allows that runner to be able to move down to third.
You'd like to see there be 1 out on the board instead of 2, but nonetheless, we move the base runner. It's something productive.
Pitch on the way, misses outside, and they count 1-0 to Luhano. Luhano singled his first time up, was eventually stranded out on the base path.
He's a really good contact hitter. You don't see him strike out very often.
No. I'd have to go back and look at the numbers, but probably less than 10 last year. Pitch on the way. There's a fly ball out towards left field, and that'll drop in. And that'll score the run, an RBI single for Luhano. He thought about heading down to second, but doesn't. He digs back into first. And the Knights have tied the game here at 5-5.
And that's a great job by Beebe. You know, he's really good at taking that outside pitch to left field, and he did it again there. So the other thing is, for his confidence to get 2 hits in this ball game tonight, it's going to make him feel like he can hit the baseball again.
Cooper Potabom will step in. Pretty comfortable lead over there at first base for Luana. The pitch comes to the plate. It's going to miss inside. And the count 1-0. Ryle has been on twice tonight, scored twice. So he's a guy that might be able to be a table setter a little bit. A lot of times you don't see that out of your 4 guy, but your cleanup guy. But he's been that table setter for the Knights a couple of times here tonight.
Trying to see who we got warming up in the bullpen down there, but that light tower is there, and it's really difficult to see who it is. I can't read the number.
Yeah, I think it's Siebenal or 9, but I can't tell for sure. Siebes, yep. Swing and a miss. And they count now 1 ball and 1 strike on Potabom.
Noted there again, Cooper stepping out on that swing and pulling away from the pitch.
Yep. And when he steps forward and out with that front foot, that back foot goes towards the plate. That time he just had to dance out of the way of a inside breaking ball, and the count's 2-1. So, Doug, he's almost kind of stumbling a little bit in the swing, so it's going to be hard to generate much power or even make good contact a lot of times. But very athletic young guy. I'm sure he'll get that fixed.
He'll get it figured out.
Yep, absolutely. Throw over to first.
All he had to do was throw. You know, when you're left-handed batter, you got a huge advantage.
I'll just say this. I guarantee you go back and talk to my baseball coaches. I didn't swing perfect every time. I'm sure there's things that, they wish I would have done a little differently every time. Pitch just misses inside. And the count now runs to 3-1 on Cooper Potabom. Carter Putney is waiting on deck. I always try to remember that now that I'm one of the older generation that, I wasn't perfect when I was a kid playing athletics either. I might try to think about that in my brain, but strike called. Potabom was headed down to first. So
Cooper, you want to be careful doing that. You better be swinging.
Veteran umpire. You don't want to kind of do that with a veteran. We'll see. 3-2 the count now. 2 outs. Bottom half of the third inning. 5-5 our score. Des Moines Christian and Kuemper tied.
Even though it's bases loaded, Benicio's got to be full.
There's a swing and a miss. Came back inside and got him to chase. 4th strikeout of the night, 2nd of the inning for Feinart. And Kuemper, they do pick up a 1 run. They get it on 2 hits. There was no errors, 1 left. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. We're tied at 5-5. We're back in 1 minute right here on KKRL.
Whether you're looking for utility.
Can your roof withstand golf ball size hail? Ours can. Check it out. As you can see, our Brinks roof has stood up to the test with 0 damage. As for our competitors, well, theirs did not. Is your roof worn out or needs repair? Know that not all roofers and shingles are created equal. If you need honest feedback whether your roof needs to be repaired or replaced, get a second opinion. Call the Roof Pros at Brinks Exteriors, 515-789-ROOF.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Some years of covering high school sports that the baseball season begins before the state track meet held. Oh.
Yeah, kind of weird, but that's what they wanted to do to get that extra week at the end of the season.
Yep. Zane Beal, Adam Whitty, Brody Everett, and then the top of the order and Brady Andrews. So 8-9-1 due up for Des Moines Christian now. Whitty walked and scored back in the 2nd. They'll take the first pitch for a ball here in the count 1-0. Again, Des Moines Christian had some guys at a district golf meet. They didn't get here until either late in the 1st inning or early in the 2nd inning, so they implemented their normal 3 starters back into the lineup then. So had to try and refigure out their lineup a little bit. 2-0 the count right now. Pitch on the way to Whitty. He's going to take that in there for a strike, and the count is 2-1.
You know, they're not swinging at a lot of pitches now. They've seen, Cal struggle out there, and they're going to make him throw strikes now.
We will have more baseball coming up for you tonight. That's over on Kick 106.7. 2-1 pitch misses outside. Tyler Bruner, he's going to be over in Glidden as the Wildcats entertaining Audubon, a couple local teams. And if you're noticing that, yes, we are going to be covering the local schools in baseball and softball on the air this year. 3-1 pitch misses downstairs. The only year that we had done that, besides postseason, we always have, but was the COVID year. We went ahead and covered the regional schools that year. Usually we just do Carroll and Kuemper, but this year we've decided to branch back out, and we're going to do that into the future. So that'll be something that you'll notice now over the year, that we'll have more baseball and softball for you in the summer.
It's always a good thing.
It is, absolutely. Brody Everett will check in. He walked and scored his first time up. He squares around, takes a pitch up top. They've got him down at first base, but did a nice job. Whitty slides around the tag of base over there at first base. They had him. He was about halfway to, I would say probably closer to a third of the way down to second. Was just able to slide around the tag. The pitch was taken up top, at the count 1-0 now on Everett.
Be interesting to see how long they go with Cal here. Opens an inning with a walk. 6 pitches, 5 of them are balls again, so.
Pitch on the way. There is a bunt up the first base side, foul. It was in the air. Base will come grab it in foul territory, and that'll make it a foul ball, and the count runs to 1-1. This could be a big part of the game here. We're about that mid part of the game, and you don't want to throw too many pitches early in the year and stuff, so got to keep.
Plus, you got to remember again, they played Legion ball, but still, he's.
Yep. Well, and their 8-9-1 guys, Doug, tonight, their 8-9 guys may not be typically 8-9 hitters.
Right, because of the way their
lineup got moved around. Squares around again to bunt, pitch up top. And they count 2-1 now on Everett.
Consistently high again, indicating the arm's probably getting a little tired.
At least we don't have one of those 95-degree days. Now, I like those kind of days, but that would be tough for these guys early in the season. There's a bunt that could be caught. Erlmeyer will make the catch in foul territory up the third base side.
Nice play by Earl to pop up and get that. Louis was there too.
And that is going to bring up Brady Andrews. Andrews, 1 of 2 tonight, struck out swinging in the first, then tripled, driving in a pair of runs back in the second inning, and eventually coming in to score on a wild pitch. So his third plate appearance here in the 4th inning against Cal Waniger. Short lead for Whitty over at first. Only about a 2.5-step lead. Does not go. Breaking ball misses outside. And they count 1 ball and no strikes. They're trying to move Coop a little bit. They're bringing him, taking him towards the line and backing him up just a little bit. Andrews is the one that hit it over his head out to right field. That bounced away from him off of the fence his last time up. They'll check swing. Are they going to say he went around? They do. And that'll run the count to 1-1.
Again, pitch was high again.
Yep. Sometimes okay to get them up around the eye. Sometimes those are hard for the batters to lay off. But if they do lay off of them, they're not where you want them.
Yeah, I think now it's, that pitch count's getting up there. I don't have it, but it's got to be up around 60. And early in the year, arms a little bit tired, but when they're consistently high.
1-1 pitch, misses up top. And they count 2 balls and 1 strike. 5-5 our score. Knights have put, I think, 5 or 6 hits on the board. The one Christian with just 2. Kuemper with 6 hits tonight. There's a fly ball out towards center field, drifting over and making the catch. They've got the man hung up. They'll throw it into first base for the double play as Whitty was going on the play. And that'll turn into an F8-3 double play to end this 4th inning.
Jeff, that was an example of what I was telling you about earlier off the broadcast about what a good center fielder Putney is. He read that perfectly. That ball was hit like a rocket, but he didn't budge. He just took it. took control of it.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left in the top of the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. 5-5 our score back in 1 minute here on KKRL.
At Carroll County Solid Waste,
And Newey Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your Newey vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
Five runs in the top of the second. Knights answered with a run in the bottom of the third to tie this game up at 5 apiece. That's where we're at as we head here to the bottom half of the fourth inning. It'll be Carter Putney, Logan Siebeneller, and Kobe Lampman due up for the Kuemper Knights here tonight. Fine Art still on the hill here tonight for Des Moines Christian as we head here into the bottom of the fourth inning. Do want to give a shout out as well to to Western Iowa Networks. Again, they provide the internet for us here. Western Iowa Networks, they give you more. They're just a great local company. They're more reliable. It helps you get all your homework done, especially with semester tests coming up for everybody. You can do video with everything. Their product is just fantastic. They've got great deals going on, so reach out to Western Iowa Networks. Chopper foul down the first base side. And the count 0-1 on Putney, who struck out swinging his first time up. I want to give a special shout out to Doug Ehlers from Wynn. He came out here to the stadium earlier this afternoon and helped Lance Kuhn and I make sure that our internet and everything working and made sure we were taken care of here today. There's a foul ball down the first baseline, hit hard, got by the first baseman that time, but in foul territory, and the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes right now on Carter Putney.
Carter just trying to put the bat on the ball, not trying to overswing.
Yep.
Got to remember he was swinging a golf club this afternoon or this morning.
Yep, swing's a little different. 0-2 pitch on the way, going to miss outside in the count 1-2. And disappointed for the Kuemper boys today. I told Coach Bill Meyer today I was sorry for those guys. That's such a great group of kids, and took third today in the district, so they end up not advancing, but Maverick Schwabe will. He was the medalist today. Breaking ball misses inside in the count 2-2. I know Carroll High's team season came to an end. I haven't had a chance to look at the results from Coach Rasmussen yet to see, but I know team-wise they finished in 5th. I haven't seen Audubon and Kuhn's results yet today, or Max Nielsen from ICAM Manning, so hopefully I'll get those yet tonight and be able to get those posted here. So
Carter took that one off that hand right off the bat. That stings a little bit.
Yep. So hopefully be able to get those results sent in from the coaches here yet this evening, and I can get that stuff typed up for you tonight.
Yeah, Maverick's quite a golfer for a young sophomore.
Yep.
Really taught himself kind of how to play the game because his dad golfs, but he's not very good.
Bill, that was Doug Raniger. What's the address? So it's Rolnick Road?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm sure Bill knows where you live. 3-2 pitch on the way. There is a pop-up.
Going to come straight back.
That is coming back, giving chase, and not able to get to it is the catcher, Ty Andrews.
Good hustle by Andrews. He just didn't find it right away. He might have got a chance if he'd have went straight there, but like typical catcher, you always seem to turn the wrong way when the ball goes up.
Yeah, he spun towards third base, and the ball came over towards the Kuemper dugout over here up the first base side.
Nice battle, though, by
absolutely.
Putney.
It's been a good game so far, Doug. Just
other than the walks in the second inning.
Yeah, the one error here, though, tonight, because a lot of times you see defenses struggle early in the season. We haven't seen that so far here tonight. There is a ball 4 missing low and away. So first walk issued here tonight for Fine Art. That'll bring up the top of the order, Logan Siebeneller. Siebes has been pretty good tonight. Flew out to center his first time up, then doubled his last time up, eventually stranded over at third base. Nate Heinrichs had been out in the bullpen warming up. I think that's him coming back to the dugout right now.
I'm guessing they're going to make a switch now because, like I said, Kel's got a lot of pitches in him, and that kid got a good rip on that last one. We ended up getting the double play on it.
Yep, and we're getting a pitching change here as well. So we're going to step away. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 KKRL.
At the Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from the Present Company in Audubon.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Tyler Martin, I think the new pitcher. He hasn't turned to give me a number here yet.
Feinart pitcher now playing first base.
So Feinart went over to first, and yes, that is Tyler Martin. That is the new pitcher here tonight.
Jeff, there's little things that don't necessarily show up in the scorebook, but Carter Putney on that last at bat really battled. He was down 1-2, I think, and fouled off three or four pitches and finally worked himself for a walk. So you got your number 10 or number 9 hitter. I'm used to slow pitch still. Got your number 9 hitter and getting on with a walk with nobody out. That's a big deal as you come back to the top of the lineup. Logan's due now. He's 0 for 2, I think. Did he walk? What did he do that last inning or second inning?
Siebenoller, the first inning he flew out to center, and the second inning he hit a double.
That's right.
Yep, so he's 1 for 2 tonight.
Let's see another double here, Logan.
And Doug, do you still have their stats?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Try to get some pitching stats for Tyler Martin from last year. He's our new pitcher, if you can see him.
Yep. He was 2-2, 4.50 ERA. Struck out 14, walked 13. So
okay. First thing he does is throw over to first base and chases Putney back in. Carter, of course, a very good base runner.
Good speed, too.
Yep, 2 of 2 stolen bases a year ago. Has not attempted to steal anything yet tonight. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Going to be knocked down by Andrews. Putney will take off, and he's going to be in.
Carter's probably, when they time him, I think the fastest kid on the team. And
really?
He had a big lead there. I was surprised they didn't send him right away. Nobody out here.
Knight's got a chance to jump back in the lead here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We're tied at 5 apiece. And, you know, we were talking about the crowd earlier, Doug. You see a lot of young baseball guys. I'm assuming some of the freshmen, maybe even some of the junior high kids, 8th grade kids sitting over here to my right, and then the student section in front of them. A lot of kids sitting there.
We got a nice crowd tonight.
Yep.
But on a night like tonight, there's really no reason not to be here.
Yeah, agreed. Martin takes a look back. Whitty, the shortstop, dancing around behind Putney. The breaking ball misses low. And the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. Don't forget our Motor Inn Player of the Game coming up following the broadcast. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Swing and a miss. And the count now 2-1. Man, I'll tell you what, Denny Borman never stops working, does he? He's carrying food and drink up to the guys in the press box right now. That guy just works all the time.
Yep, he's one of those guys. He loves Kuemper, loves his job, and loves taking care of the kids and just, getting the job done.
Does it for the right reasons.
Yep.
Yeah, really good guy. I always enjoy talking to him. Squaring around a bunt and taking the pitch inside that time, Siebenoller, and the count 3-1. That one almost hit him. As he squared around to bunt, it was a breaking ball that started at him and then broke just inside of him. And the count now 3 balls and 1 strike.
You see Sieb's got one of those base running mitts in his pocket that protects his hands when he's stealing bases.
Yep. Wonder if he bought 99 of them or whatever, like the guy in Major League did. Willie Mays Hayes, there's a ball thrown away to the backstop. It's ball 4.
Yeah.
Moving down on the wild pitch was Putney. He'll take third.
Logan didn't know the count there. He might have been able to get second base on that one, but I think this is a good situation to do just that. Now you got your 2 best base runners with Putney at third base, Siebes, good base runner at first base, and a left-handed batter.
And Randy's never been aggressive on the base pass, right? Yeah, never has he done anything of moving a guy at first to score a guy from third, right? Can you understand the sarcasm dripping off of me right now?
I will be surprised if we don't run.
Yeah, they don't do something here. They do square around at Lampman. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Runner at first goes. They're not going to make a play. And Siebes in there with the stolen base. And a strike call on Lampman, so the count 0-1 now on Kobe. Kobe grounded over to the first baseman, then grounded back to the pitcher in his 2 plate appearances tonight. Nobody out. Don't want to run yourself in and out of an inning here and get yourself in trouble. Got a chance here with the meat of the order coming up to do some damage here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike. The count is 0-2. Putney walked, and then Siebenoller walked, so back-to-back walks. Runners now on second and third.
This is a case where the Knights got to get something out of this. These are the ones that are confidence builders as we get a timeout here by the umpire.
Yeah, Lampman, I think, wanted that one. Yep, Martin was kind of taking his time out there on the hill. So
here's where Kobe just needs to shorten the bat up a little bit.
He's choked up a little bit. You can see that here in his stance. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Pitch on the way, downstairs for ball 1.
It was a good pitch on 0-2.
Yep. And Andrews did a nice job behind the plate, Doug. That squeezes away, and Putney's got a chance to score over there at third base. So a nice job of keeping that one in front of him by Ty Andrews. 1-2 pitch coming up here. Fastball just misses. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Thought he might be sitting down on that one.
Yeah,
Jeff.
that was pretty close. Oh. 2-2 pitch coming up. There's a breaking ball down in the dirt. Lampman's again done a nice job. Was down 0-2. Now is battled back to a full count. So we'll see. They're not going to send the runners or anything. Not with runners on second and third and nobody out here. But I'm sure they'll put a little pressure on Martin with a little bigger lead because they are not being held on.
Just be smart here.
Robert Oliver now over at third. There's a chopper. That's going to take a hop to Whitty at short.
Just
He'll
got
make
him.
the play over at first, but
now that's a productive
RBI
out there.
ground out, yep, is going to score the lead run. Siebenoller moves down to third. Putney will come in. The Knights have taken the lead here at 6-5. And now you got Cal Waniger here at the plate. Waniger reached on an error and scored his first time up, grounded out to second the last time he was up. That came back in the second inning.
Cal needs to vindicate himself a little bit after that second inning of pitching. He needs to help his team out here with a base knock.
Pitch down in the dirt, and the count now 1 ball and no strikes.
All he's thinking about now is putting the bat on the ball. His hole is there in that right center, that 353 side, if he can put the ball over there.
Yeah. They've had that gap. That's been kind of the gap in that outfield tonight for Des Moines Christian. There's a swing and a miss. Took a little bit off of that one. And the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Perfect situation for the Knights. You got your number 3 hitter up, lead the team in RBIs last year, and run down there at third base.
And it won't take much to score Siebes from third. He jumps off the bag. Breaking ball misses inside, in the count 2-1. Bottom of the 4th inning again. Des Moines Christian scored 5 times in the second. Kuemper had 4 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the third, and 1 here so far in the 4th, threatening to take that 6-5 lead and extend it to 7-5. 2-1 pitch misses, and the count runs to 3-1 now on Waniger.
They were setting up outside, and that pitcher hit the glove right exactly where he had him set up on. Cal laid off of it.
Yeah, tried to get him to chase one that was not in the zone. 3-1 offering. There's a swing and a miss. Chased one downstairs in the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That might have been ball 4. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looked like it was probably going to be. That one looked a little low, but Cal, I'm sure, wanting to drive in that run right now and, get that first base hit. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, and got him swinging. Started to step out a little bit, then that one broke back across the plate, the late swing. 5th strikeout tonight for Lions pitching, first for Martin. And there are 2 outs here in the inning, and Trevor Ryle will step in. Ryle tonight is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. He's got an RBI, and he has scored twice here this evening.
Big night for Trevor, so he's putting his name on that player of the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the ball game. Martin will step off the hill. Doug and I will select that tonight. I'll make sure to get a picture, and we'll get that up on our player of the game format put out tonight on all of our social media sites. There's a pitch in there for a strike, and the count 0-1 on Ryle. Again, don't forget you can watch and listen to the broadcast here tonight. We've got our live video going with Brett Lux running it, sitting over here to my right, and that's powered by New Way Auto Group. 0-1 pitch on the way up top. And the count now 1 ball and 1 strike.
Pitcher's done a nice job after the situation he was in. He's kept the ball around the plate.
Yep. Flag is completely died. There is no wind right now at all. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That was a really nice pitch. I thought that was going to hit Trevor in the head, and then that broke right across the middle of the plate, right at about the thighs. And Martin out in front of Ryle, now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Sure would be nice to get that extra run in there. We got the lead, but there's still 3 innings of baseball left.
Yeah, long way to go in this one. There's a number, and that's going to be a base hit. Trevor Ryle with his 2nd RBI of the night.
Attaboy, Trevor.
Fought off a pitch on the inside on the fist and just fought it right out into a shallow right center field. An RBI single. First hit given up for Martin. And the Knights have extended the lead here to 7-5. And that'll bring up the first baseman, John Bass. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Eventually came in to score and then struck out swinging back in the 3rd, threw over to 1st. And back in it safely is Ryle.
That was a big hit for Trevor, and
yes,
hopefully it becomes meaningless in a 6-4 win, but 7-5 win, whatever it is, 7-5, I guess.
7-5, yep. There's a chopper over towards 3rd. Oliver will scoop. The throw to 1st is in time. And that is going to be the final out of the inning. But the Knights put 2 runs across the board. Kuemper gets 2 runs. They do it on 1 hit. There were no errors. And they leave 1 runner left on base. We are through 4 complete. Knights have come back. They take a 7-5 lead. We're back in a minute right here on 93.7 at KKRL.
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too.
American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Of the 5th inning, our new pitcher, Nate Heinrichs. Nate last year dug really effective, especially early in the season for Kuemper. If you've got his numbers laying over there and stuff on the stat sheets. Remember, right, he was part of our all rewind team, or at least close last year if he didn't make it, and got off to a really good start for the
Nate
Knights.
had a really weird season
He
last
did
year.
really
He
good early, and
everybody,
then,
well, he broke his arm down at Harlan.
Yep.
He had some soreness in an arm down at Harlan, pulled him out of the game immediately without pitching, came back the next day and snapped his arm throwing it right above the elbow.
Yep.
So it was really questioned whether he was going to play or not, but he rehabbed all year and has come on and had a nice spring. But last year, looking at his pitching.
Yep. Ty Andrews at the plate. He'll be followed by Jake Feinhardt and Robert Oliver. First pitch misses inside and low, and they count 1-0.
He had 7 games pitched in, 1.05 ERA, struck out 12 with only 6 base on balls.
Yeah, he was really, really good prior to that injury and early in the season.
Yeah, he'd give us one or two really good innings. And that's really all you need out of your middle reliever.
Absolutely. Everybody's got to know a role and play a role. 2-0 pitch on the way. And the pitch in there for a strike, and the count is 2-1. I know with all this little league stuff and traveling teams and everything, everybody wants their kids to be the superstar, but not everybody can be a superstar, and sometimes you're the superstar because you follow a role and you play a role on the team.
Actually, I coached Nate and Cal and those kids when they were in school.
Chopper, and that's going to be a nice play over at third by Luano, and the throw to first in time, 1 up and 1 down.
We've only got 3 seniors on this Kuemper ball club.
Yeah, it's young.
Which is not, again, uncommon.
Yep.
That summer sport, those seniors tend to kind of fall away. And
yep. Gotten worse with that probably in the last decade than it was prior to that.
That's one of the things that they're hoping to do with that extra week off there before college and stuff like that, is have that extra week. But nonetheless, it's traditional.
There's a fly ball deep out towards left field on his horse that time, but over the head of Lampman. Digging in with a double is going to be Jake Feinhardt. He was 0 for 2 before that one. So Leinart picks up the 3rd hit of the night for Des Moines Christian.
Kobe played that pretty well. That ball was just hit well. I was afraid when it took off it might go farther than it did. But
that's going to bring up the third baseman, Robert Oliver. So Oliver again tonight. First time against Heinrichs. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Popped up to the second baseman on the infield grass and then struck out in his 2 plate appearances against Waniger. Spinning, nothing there. Just trying to keep the runner Feinhardt close out there at second base. Feinhardt now pitching, not pitching for Des Moines Christian. So as Tyler Martin took over for him in that last half an inning. First pitch up top. And they count 1 ball and no strikes to Robert Oliver. Defense playing straight up. Putney a little shallow out in center field, and on the shortstop side, left field side of the bag, there's a swing and a miss on a pitch where he took something off, and the count runs to 1-1. Aubrey Houghton, Franny Glenn in the house here tonight. See them over there. Carly Baumhover, Chloe Ventagger. She's going to have a nice year, I think, throwing this summer for a Kuemper softball team.
We hope so.
Yep. 1-1 pitch. There's a chopper. Luano dives, knocks it down. That'll be an infield single, but what a defensive play. Doug, that saves a run. It's not going to go in the book as anything more than a base hit from Robert Oliver on an infield single. But that gets down the line. You've got a guy at second, and you've got a run that comes in to score, and all of a sudden it'd be a 7-6 ball game. So those are the things that can't always look at stats to see how a person impacts a team.
Exactly. He did a great job getting a glove on it. Like you said, it held the runner at second base, so it gives the Knights a little bit of a kind of a second chance here to get that second and third out, hopefully without giving up a run.
Ethan Albert, the scheduled hitter, he's going to be coming to the plate. He struck out twice here tonight, but Riley Bach calls timeout. He runs out to talk with his pitcher, Nate Heinrichs, and also his catcher, and Max Erlmeyer.
It'd be interesting to know what Riley was talking to Nate and Earl about, but two back-to-back batters hitting line shots to the left side, so not sure if Riley saw something that Nate was giving away or what. But I can tell you, after Nate's injury last year, I'm just tickled to death, and I know with folks and everybody else, just glad to see him out there because that was a very serious injury that he had.
Yep. Yeah, good kid. Lucky to cover a lot of good kids between the 10 schools that we cover. Pitch on the way, fouled back out of play, and the count is 0-1.
Nate's got kind of a sidearm delivery, and it's just, you go from Cal throwing about 85 to Nate throwing maybe 75, 80, I'm not sure, but it's just a completely different look. And when Cal's really effective and you come back with Nate being effective, that's a lethal situation. Tonight it wasn't so good because of all the walks that we had early, but
one pitch misses up top. Count runs to 1-1. I'll tell you a story off air. Nobody needs to hear this story about my playing days, but I'll tell you a story about the pitching differences in speeds and how it can impact a game.
And I think any baseball fan, who's a real fan of the game of baseball knows that changing speeds is still.
Oh, yeah.
Changing speeds and locations is just as effective as speed. We got a
there's a balk going to go against Heinrich. Randy Snyder coming out to talk, and I think he's going to go out and talk with his pitcher more than he is the umpires. He just wanted to make sure that he had a timeout here from the umpire crew. He is questioning Pomeroy a little bit. I didn't know for sure where.
And that's a big play because now you give up the force. You got the tying run at second base.
Yeah, and what Dan is saying, the way I'm taking his body motions and his hand motions is that he went towards home before making his fake to second base and then over to first.
Yeah, which the reason that rule is there is because you can't decoy the runners by with that
by
move.
Starting that motion to home.
Nate's not a strikeout pitcher now, so we've got one out.
2 on right now, second and third for Des Moines Christian. Pitch misses low and inside, and the count 2-1 now to Ethan Albert. Carter Price waiting on deck.
Let's get a pop-up here, something like that doesn't allow the runners to advance.
Well, grounder right back to the pitcher or something nice, easy play. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a strike. Nice pitch on the inside corner that time. And the count runs to 2-2.
Nate's pretty effective with his control. He's one that he doesn't, strike out a lot of batters, but he's around the plate even on his walks. At least he's around the plate giving the batter something to think about.
Yep. When he misses, doesn't miss much, but that time he did. And there's a hit by pitch. And that is going to load the bases. First hit by pitch for Kuemper batters here tonight.
Albert hit by pitch.
And that is going to bring up now Carter Price. Price tonight has walked twice. Actually walked once. Kyle Friend batted the first time. Friend came in to score. Price ended up stranded over at third back in the third inning. So bases loaded with a 1 out here. We're in the top of the fifth, 7-5 Kuemper with the lead.
Sets up a double play ball.
Yep. You can go home to first here or second as they've got the edgy infielders in. Middle infielders are back for that double play. Pitch on the way. There's a shot. That's going to be out to right center.
It's going to be caught.
Pottenbaum had a beat on it, makes the catch. Runner at third will tag. He'll come in to score, and the lead is cut to 1 on the sac fly.
Nice play by Potsy out there. Got the ball in right away. Kept the runner at second base. I'm surprised that they didn't try to advance him, but they did score a run to bring the score to 7-6.
And I tell you what, Doug, you mentioned getting the ball back in quick. The other thing that jumped off the board for me on that was how quickly he got to that ball, because that ball looked like it was going to be in the gap. And he did a nice job of getting there and making that play. As Tyler Martin will step in. And
we've got
to be over his head. Runner's going to move up a bag.
We've got a really solid outfield. These kids can really play. They've got good arms. They get a good jump on the ball.
So now the tying run down at third base. Count 1-0 on Martin. He walked and scored in the second inning, struck out swinging in the third.
That's one thing about this ball club is we got a lot of universal positions that kids can play.
Yep.
We can really move kids around if we need to.
1-0 pitch coming up. It's on the way. There is a shot base hit. That'll score 1. They're going to hold the other runner up. An RBI single from the pitcher, Tyler Martin, and we are tied at 7 apiece.
Nice play by Kobe Lampman out there. Pick that up quickly, get it in. Hope kept the go-ahead run at third base, but we are tied now here with 2 here in the fifth inning.
And that is going to bring up Adam Whitty. Whitty tonight has walked and scored and walked. He was part of a double play, an F8-3 double play back in the fourth inning.
That'll bring up number 20.
Sixth batter of the inning. Nope, seventh batter of the inning here for Des Moines Christian. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. 7-7 our score. Typical kind of early season high scoring affair. Pitch misses up top. And they count 1 ball and no strikes. Chance of some rain in the forecast for tomorrow, but nothing tonight. It is a beautiful night here tonight at Merchants Park.
Yeah, rain tonight or rain tomorrow, and then
1-0 pitch misses is low and inside in the count 2-0. I think no rain Wednesday. I haven't looked at Thursday. I think some chances on that first day of the state track meet.
Yeah, the Knights are back in action, I think, here. Wednesday,
yes, I think on Wednesday is here again, yep. And we will not be here Wednesday night. We'll be heading down to Des Moines for state track. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count now 2-1. We'll still get the Brinks Exterior Sports Report recap story done and stats, but
big at bat right here. Big pitching situation for Nate. Want to get out of this without giving up the lead.
There is a chopper that's going to get through, and just as Doug says it, it happens. The throw going to be cut off. The tag at third, not in time. So moving from first to third is Tyler Martin. Ethan Elbert comes in to score on the RBI single from Adam Whitty. And the lead is now 8-7 in favor of Des Moines Christian. 4 hits in the inning for Des Moines Christian, and that'll bring up now Brody Everett.
Second baseman, Brody Everett.
Everett tonight has walked, stolen second, and scored, and then popped up to the catcher on a bunt attempt back in the fourth inning. That was in foul territory. So runners still on the corners now. Wind is picked back up again, blowing from left to right field. Heinrichs swing and a miss that time from Everett, and the count is 0-1.
This game has not gone at all like the Knights wanted it to from a pitching standpoint.
Yeah. Wanted to be a quick one with not a lot of pitches thrown, but that has not been the case here tonight. Don't forget, everybody, you can watch and listen to tonight's game. Powered by New Way Auto Group. Got Brett Lux over here to the right running our video broadcast tonight. There's a throw down to second, in with the stolen base. Almost sliding over the bag that time, though, was Whitty.
I'm not sure the Knights knew what defensive play was on because Ryle came, or at least I don't think they were all on the same page. Ryle came through and
they did that earlier where they looked like they were
usually
trying to fake
drop
the
down
guy
when
at
they
third.
fake
Yeah. Oh, and 2 the count, trying to get out of the inning. Breaking ball misses low and away. And they count 1-2 now on Everett. Top of the order, and Brady Andrews is waiting on deck. 8th batter of the inning here for Des Moines Christian. Des Moines Christian's done a lot of their damage in 2 innings, really. 5 runs in the second, now 3 here in the 5th. Pitch on the way. There is a foul ball up the first base line. That's going to get out near the bullpen area. A couple of older gentlemen out there, and I don't know if they saw it right away because you heard some people yelling at them, and then you did that dance move that everybody does where you think the ball's coming at you. I think that's how Brett dances at the high school dances, but you know.
Kids don't dance at the high school
don't
dance.
They
just go and look at each other.
Okay. I thought kids today danced. Everybody seems to have moves. Breaking ball misses outside.
Nate's probably already throwing more pitches tonight than he did most of his outings last year because last year he was very effective, especially in the first inning that he would pitch. He'd come in the 5th, 6th, and usually get 3 outs pretty quickly.
Yep. Yeah, he cruised, especially early last year. There's another foul ball. This one back out of play. This is going to be the 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up here as Erlmeyer giving chase, but that one out of play. And the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brady Everett.
You know, these 2 seniors pitching tonight, the main thing is, they haven't thrown well, but they can't get down on themselves.
No.
I mean, it's the first night of the year. Identify what you did, what you didn't do, and try to address it. It's going to be a long season.
Pitch misses up and in.
And now they're saying it hit him.
And they're going to say that it must have ticked the jersey. That'll be the second hit by pitch from Heinrichs. And that is going to load the bases here in the top of the 5th inning. There are 2 outs. Top of the order, Brady Andrews going to check in. Andrews struck out swinging in the first, tripled and scored in the second, also drove in a couple of runs, and then flew out to center field. That started a 4-8-3 double play back in the fourth. So his 4th plate appearance, first tonight against Heinrichs, and there's a foul ball out of play up the first base side. And that's going to get over on top of the batting cage, and the count is 0-1.
Is this the second batter, Jeff, or the third of in the lineup? 2 or 3?
This is their leadoff guy.
Leadoff guy, okay. I got off somewhere here.
Okay. 0-1 pitch to Andrews. Reaches out on an outside pitch and fouls it out of play up the first base side, and the count is 0-2. And you know that one got to the parking lot because all the young kids over here sitting up that first base side in the back row all jumped up and started staring out that screen. Is that where you parked, Brett? No. 8-7, Des Moines Christian with the lead here. I will say, Doug, that the hits and errors part of the scoreboard is still difficult to read at this time of the night.
Very hard. Those lights are not real bright.
Nope. Pitch misses outside. It's a beautiful board. Count runs to 1-2. I don't know if they could have stuck one in center field too, just to kind of, even if it didn't have all of the things, just a little one that, kind of gives you a score or something, 1-2 pitch. There is a chopper foul.
It's good at bat for Andrews here.
Yep, he's fouled off a couple of tough pitches. Don't always have to hit every pitch fair either, Doug.
No.
Sometimes you get a pitch that, is going to be a strike. You just foul it off. Keep yourself alive. That gives yourself a chance to kind of get that pitch you do like that you can drive somewhere. 1-2 pitch. There's a chopper out towards short. Siebenthaler will backhand. The throw is low. It's going to hop away from the first baseman base. A couple of runs are going to come in to score as Andrews reaches on the throwing error. And the lead is now 10-7 in favor of Des Moines Christian. A couple of more, this time unearned runs coming in. Everett will move down to third.
The Knights had themselves in a position to
That'll bring up.
10th batter here in this inning. Yeah.
And then this has been another, like you said, all the runs have come in 2 innings.
Ty Andrews will step in. Good thing for the Knights. They still have bottom of the 5th, bottom of the 6th, and bottom of the 7th to try and make up the difference here tonight.
Got to get out of this inning. That one was a big one there because we could have got it. We'd given up 2 runs. We could have got out just down 1.
Runner goes to throw down to second, not in time. In with the stolen base is Andrews. And now they've got runners on second and third. Ty Andrews will step back in. Pitch on the way. There is a pop-up. It'll drift back. Erlmeyer giving chase, and that is going to land, and you can hear it thud up above.
Good hustle by Earl to get back and get to the fence, just in case.
Yep. You always got to give it a chance. You never know.
Knights have lost a little life this inning, too, on the field. You can see, we looked like we had a chance to get out of this thing, and need to hear a little more noise, see some life. We've come back before. We can do it again.
And Doug, I'm not for sure if the count's 1-1 or 0-2 here. I did not catch that first pitch when the runner went. There's a chopper out towards Siebenthaler. Again, tried to backhand it, and this time it's going to hop off him. 2 more runs are going to come in to score on the air. As Everett will score from third, and Andrews scores from second.
Andrews safe at first on the
And
air.
that is going to make it now 12-2-7. And now we're going to get Randy Snyder coming out, might be getting a pitching change. And this really, here at the end, I know Nate gave up, 4 hits early and a couple of hit by pitches, but 4 unearned runs now all of a sudden, and that's been kind of the difference here in this game. These last 4 runs are unearned. So,
I know Randy would have loved to have gotten through this game, win or lose, with only using a couple of pitchers, but because we got another ball game Wednesday night, and obviously we don't want to go use up our 2 and 3s, but we're going to make a switch now.
Going to make a switch, and I think Trevor Ryle going to be the new pitcher for Kuemper. We'll step away, though, take a break. We're back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 KKRL. Knights trail it here 12-7.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Doug, do you have the numbers for Trevor Ryle if he threw any for Kuemper last season?
He absolutely did do some pitching last year, but not a lot. Appeared in 3 games, had a record of 1-0, 1.05 ERA, walked 3, struck out 5.
Okay. You had the stats earlier tonight, so
Yep. Trevor's not an overpowering pitcher, but he'll generally be around the plate again. Pretty consistent.
Yep. So
but I know our 2 senior pitchers are going to be really disappointed because they were anxious as heck for this season to get started. And
let's start early. It's game 1.
Things happen, so
yep.
Hopefully they can put these performances behind them and come back the next time and be what they need to be.
And Doug, I don't know if we've got an issue here, but I see a bunch of adults up and running underneath us here all of a sudden. So somebody came out and got somebody, and a bunch of adults just got up and ran down right underneath us. So hopefully everybody okay. Yep. Hopefully we haven't had any kind of an incident here. There's a swing and a miss to Jake Feinart. He tripled or doubled earlier this inning and then came in to score. He'll swing and miss on the first pitch from Trevor Ryle in the count 0-1.
Good start for Trevor.
Yeah, Heinrichs will move out to second base, so him and Ryle just switch places here. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, misses down in the dirt. Runner going to move up to second. And they count 1-1.
Guess that goes as a wild pitch.
Yep.
Earl couldn't quite dig it out of there.
12-7.
5 in the second and 7 in the fifth.
Here in the 5th. Yeah, so they've really only scored in at 2 innings, but big inning here in this 5th inning, and they may not be done yet. There's a chopper foul, and they count 1-2. There are 2 outs, but they've got their number 3 guy in the lineup at the plate right now.
Yeah, Feinart swings a good bat, too.
Yep.
1-2 the count.
Yep.
Knights need an out here. Jeff, we need to get back up to the plate.
Lampman playing very deep right now out in left field. Breaking ball misses up top. And the count runs to 2-2 now on Feinart. Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the ball game. Motor Inn of Cary, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. 2-2 pitch on the way. There is a chopper up the middle. Siebenaller will take it on the hop. Rifles one over to base at first base for the final out of the inning. So the Knights get out of trouble here in the 5th, but 7 runs it scored. They pick it up, looks like on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. There were 2 errors, and they leave 1 left on base. Actually, there was 2 Kuemper errors. So we are going to step away. We'll head. We've got the bottom of the 5th coming up. Knights trail here 12-7. We're back in 1 minute here on KKRL.
Not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
We welcome you back here on 93.7 at KKRL, coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blackman with you here. Doug Waniger will be back with us here in just a moment. We head here to the bottom half again of the fifth inning. And we've had a little bit of a strange game, typical early season game though. We've had a bunch of runs scored in just a couple of innings. Kuemper scored 4 in the bottom of the first, Des Moines Christian 5 in the top of the first. Kuemper added a run in the bottom of the third, a run in there, 2 runs in the bottom half of the fourth inning, and then Des Moines Christian comes back with 7 runs. In the top of the fifth inning, they lead it here 12-7. Tyler Martin on the hill. He'll face Max Erlmeyer, Benicio Lujano, and Cooper Potabom. And the first swing and a miss by Erlmeyer, and the count 0-1. Erlmeyer tonight a single driving in a run back in the first, and then came in to score. Max Nerl actually came in to score for him, and then he grounded out to second his last time up. Breaking ball, we're going to call that one high, and the count is 1-1. I'll head back to the office after we get done with our Mackey Motors postgame tonight. We'll get Brinks Exterior Sports Report story typed up, recap of tonight's baseball game. Count now 0-2 on Erlmeyer.
It's got a lot of work to do, Jeff.
Yep, so it's early in the season.
Game's not over yet.
No, got a long way to go. 3 more at-bats. That pitch going to be taken low and outside, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I think I might have said Max Nerl earlier. It was Mason Nerl that ran for Max Erlmeyer.
You never correct the lead broadcaster, though.
Oh, you can correct me. It's early in the season for me, too. There's a swing and a miss. Chased a breaking ball up top. Martin with his second strikeout, 6th of the night for Des Moines Christian pitching. That'll bring up Benicio Lujano, who is 2 for 2 tonight, a couple of singles. He does have an RBI on the night. He's one of those guys, reminds me a little bit of Tony Gwynn, Doug, in the way that he's not afraid to go up opposite field.
No, he goes opposite field a lot. He's learning, and he was really effective at it last year. You would see at bats where he would have 6, 7, 8 foul balls all down the left field line.
There's another one, inside pitch, and he just kind of inside outed it, fouls it out of play up the third base side, and the count is 0-1 to the lefty.
Lujano was another one of the kids that played in the golf tournament this morning.
Yep.
As we said earlier, they didn't advance, but individually, Maverick Schwabe advanced and was medalist, I believe.
Yes,
right?
yep. Him and a young man from Grundy Center both shot 73s, and they had to go out and do a playoff, and Max ended up winning the playoff. So he advances to the state golf meet as an individual. Pitch on the way. There's a shot, and that is going to get by the second baseman that time, Swain.
B's 3 for 3 tonight.
Yep, that'll be a single. That and probably could have been played. He didn't really slide over in front of the ball. Tried to take it on that hop off to the side. That's a hard thing to do, but might have struggled with that sun in the eyes a little bit there at second base. So base hit that time for Lujano.
Brings up Cooper Potabom, the right fielder.
He has struck out twice tonight, once looking, once swinging. Throw over to first. Back in safely is Lujano. Jeff Storyhan in the house tonight. He's sitting over to our left taking photos here tonight, so we'll get those up on the Viewfinder 22, also on the Carroll Broadcasting Facebook page, Twitter as well. Throw down to first as the pitch taken inside. The count runs to 2-1 now, or to 1-0, I should say, on Potabom.
Des Des Moines Christian's got that ideal first baseman over there, too, and put him over there, big left-hander.
Yep.
About 6'5", probably, long arms.
Pitch misses low and away, and the count 2-0 now on Potabom. Martin taking his time out there on the hill. Pitch on the way. In there for a strike. And the count is 2-1.
Boy, it couldn't be a nicer night. I know we've talked about it a couple of times, but
2-1 pitch coming up. There is a foul ball back out of play up against the screen. And the count is now 2-2 on Potabom. Shadows starting to take over some of the infield. Oliver, the third baseman, right now in the shadows. Shortstop will be here in a little bit. Some drifting towards the mound as well. 2-2 pitch from Martin, going to be taken well outside. Good job that time by the catcher, Ty Andrews. Throw down to first and back in safely, Luano, and a bang-bang play where the two guys kind of ran into each other a little bit.
Good thing he dropped the ball because he was off there a good distance.
Yes.
His count goes full now. Here's the pitch.
There's a chopper up the middle. That'll be Scoops flipped over to second. One, the double play on the 4-6-3. And that will end the Kuemper half of the fifth inning. No runs on a one hit, no errors, nobody left. We'll head to the top of the sixth inning. Des Moines Christian leading 12-7. Back in a minute right here on KKRL.
Fritz and Carol is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring and Carol.
Visiting the DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
Glidden Ralston Audubon through the first inning tonight. They are scoreless over on Kick 106.7. Here we head to the bottom half of the sixth inning, actually the top half of the sixth inning. 12-7 right now in favor of Des Moines Christian. It'll be Robert Oliver, Ethan Elbert, and Kyle Friend, or actually Carter Price, excuse me, are these scheduled hitters. Trevor Ryle took over for Kuemper pitching and faced one batter in the fifth inning and got him out of some trouble. That was after they gave up 7 runs in that inning.
Yeah, the Lions just kept battling that last inning, and it's one of those things when you just can't get an out. You can't get an out. And next thing you know, we're down 5 runs. Gave up 7 in one inning.
Pitch on the way. It's going to be taken outside, and they count 1 ball and no strikes. Kuemper right now unofficially here, 7 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for Des Moines Christian. It's 12 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Pitch on the way. There's another foul up the first base side. And they count now 1-1 on Oliver. Oliver tonight has popped up to the second baseman, struck out swinging, singled and scored. That single and score came last inning in the fifth.
Yeah, the continued walks, errors.
1-1 pitch, misses downstairs.
You look at a team, they only got 6 hits, and you think you're probably the runs with 7 runs. But
yeah, Kuemper pitching has walked 6 and hit 2 tonight. Des Moines Christian has hit 1 and walked 2. Pitch on the way. This is inside, and they count 3 balls and 1 strike. nearly 2.5 hours into this game, and we're only in the top of the 6th inning. That tells you there's not been a lot of pitches in the strike zone. 3-1 pitch on the way up top, and there is ball 4 for Trevor Ryle, and that is going to be his first walk issued here tonight.
You said that's the 7th walk that we've given up?
Yes.
4 for Kel, 2 for Nate, and...
Yep.
Oliver draws the walk. That'll bring up left fielder Ethan Elbert.
So a runner at first. Albert will step to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out swinging in the 2nd and 3rd inning, and then was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th. Pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1.
Nice job to compose himself and come back with a strike on that. There's just not a lot of life in the Knights out there in the field right now. You'd like to see a little of that energy. Just continue talking, hustling on and off.
Moines Christian does have somebody down in the bullpen working right now. There's a pitch in there for a strike. As I told you in between innings, Doug, I don't know how many times I've seen it, and it's a lot, and it seems to be pretty consistent. This Kuemper program never goes away.
They don't quit.
They rally all of the time, so I never count them out of a game. There's another hit by pitch. Breaking ball that didn't break and got him kind of on the back shoulder. Runners now on 1st and 2nd, 3rd to hit by pitch for Kuemper pitching here tonight. That's going to bring up now Carter Price, runners at 1st and 2nd. But I have seen Kuemper rally a lot in the bottom of the 6th and the bottom of the 7th inning. So this game far from over.
Well, there's no clock in baseball.
Nope.
Just keep doing what you need to do and have a little luck here and there.
Siebenthaler playing in behind the runner out there at 2nd. They try to bunt with Price, and he'll bunt it backwards.
Good baseball, though. You're up 5, just trying to get nobody out. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Try to move those guys over and get yourself a chance to get yourself a couple insurance runs and see if you can make something happen.
Price tonight has walked and scored, and then had a sac fly out to right field that drove in a run back in the 5th inning. So looking for his first hit here tonight. He was one of the guys on that golf team earlier today at the districts and got here in the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way. There is the bunt. That will move the runners, and they're going to be late, and now they're going to throw it away. Potabom backing up the play. The throw going to come in, but a run going to come in to score.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, just a little bit too much.
Yep.
John's not real experienced out there at first base. Might have been better to eat that one, but those are things he'll learn as he goes, just a sophomore.
Yep, Heinrich, I think, was covering the bag at 2nd, then had to try and run over to 1st. He was going to be late getting there, and then they tried to make the throw to him anyway. So another run comes in. That extends it now to 13-7. And it'll bring up the pitcher, Tyler Martin. Martin has walked tonight and scored, struck out, and single driving in a run and scored.
Des Moines Christian still got the good basketball teams that they've had in the past.
Yes, they did. Yeah. Not quite as probably where they were at, 10, 15 years ago when they were, that number 1 seed that got knocked out by Kuemper in the opening round as the 8th seed. Yeah, but they're still good. Swing and a miss by Martin, and the count is 0-1. Grandview Christian has kind of taken over as the small school down there that is the powerhouse here as of late. A 1 pitch misses, and the count runs to 1-1. But Des Moines Christian still very, very good. They've actually gotten a little better in football and here in baseball.
I think the football
in the
team's been better.
Yep, their football and baseball teams have been better here in the last couple of years. 1-1 pitch, taken low and inside, and the count 2-1. That coach that was at DMC when they had their really good run in basketball is now the head coach at Grandview Christian for boys.
Oh, okay.
So that's part of the reason why some of that success has transferred over now to Grandview Christian. Two-one pitch, swung on and missed. They're going to throw down to 2nd. The throw not going to be in time. Runner does not come in from 3rd base.
Earl couldn't quite get that out of his hand. He had to just double take a little bit.
A swing and miss, though, by Martin runs the count on him to 2-2. But runners at 2nd and 3rd, and Doug, now we're starting to get into that dangerous point. The whole infield coming in with nobody out here in the inning, and now all you got to do is punch one through. If you get it through a gap here, don't hit it right at somebody, probably going to score 2. And all of a sudden you get 15-7, and then you start having some other concerns.
Yep. I mean, it's already borderline at this point, but
yeah,
you got 2 runners out there with nobody out.
Pitch on the way, down in the dirt. Nice knockdown that time by Erlmeyer.
Earl's received a lot of pitches back there tonight, too.
He has. Good thing it's not 95 degrees.
It was fairly warm early, but not 95.
No, it's got to be mid-70s or so, or maybe low 70s by now. Pitch on the way, breaking ball inside. And there is ball 4, and that is now going to load the bases. And that is going to bring up Adam Whitty. Whitty here tonight has walked and scored, walked and singled and scored. He also has an RBI and a stolen base on the night. And we're going to get a runner down at first. And Kyle Friend going to go down to run.
You know, you look at that scoreboard, 13-7, and the Knights are up 4-0 at one time, Randy.
Yeah.
They came right back the next inning and got 5 off the 4 walks. And
there is a chopper out towards Siebenaller to throw to home in time. The throw down to first not in time. So they do get the lead runner. 6-2. Reaching on the fielder's choice is Whitty. Price moves down to third. Friend up to second. Whitty now on at first. And Brady Everett will step to the plate. Brody tonight is popped up to the catcher and hit by a pitch and scored in his 2 plate appearances. No, 1 official at bat for him, 0 for 1 on the night. Middle infield back now for the double play to second to first. The edge still playing in. First and third still playing in for that potential home to first double play.
Nice pitch by Ryle, caught the inside corner.
Count is 0-1 right now on the batter, Everett. Pitch on the way.
Ooh, good breaking
ball misses, and they count 1-1.
Thought that might catch the outside corner, but might have dropped down out of the zone.
Yeah, looked close. But the umpires always have a better view than I do, and there's a reason these 2 guys worked a lot of state tournaments.
They've done a lot of them.
They have. 1-1 pitch. Base hit. Nope. Siebenaller fields it. Steps on second. The throw to first in time.
Beautiful play.
Great athletic play by Siebenaller for the 6-6-3 double play. And that gets the Knights out of trouble. The run will score as they get 1 run in the inning. 1 run on no hits. There was 1 Kuemper error, and they leave 2 runners left on base. We will head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Kuemper Knights trailing in here by a score of 13-7. We're back in a minute here on KKRL.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Visiting the Paco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. Dupaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without Dupaco Credit Union.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And Doug, we've talked about some important plays here tonight. That one might have been the biggest play of the night for Kuemper defensively. Siebenaller doesn't field that one. I thought it was up the middle for a base hit. He was shading the middle a little bit, but he turned a 6-6-3 double play. Kuemper gets out of a situation where they were literally bases loaded and nobody out. and you know,
get out of it with
yeah,
one
you
run.
got out of it with just the one run. So they were in a situation where this game could have completely gotten out of away from them, but now still have a chance as Putney takes the first pitch up top for ball one. It'll be Putney, Siebenoller, and Lampman due up for the Knights. We'll see if that 6U 6-3 double play will spark them here. There's a swing and a miss, and the count runs to 1-1.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do here.
Yep.
Like it's so unfortunate because we played 3 or 4 really good innings, but 2 just really bad innings is what's gotten the Knights in trouble. 5 in the second, 7 in the fifth.
Pitch on the way. That one in there for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
Playing Putney pretty straight away. They probably don't know a lot about these kids yet, so the best way to do that is play them straight away, maybe to pull a little bit.
Sorry, working on trying to get some golf stuff here.
Called strike on the curveball, catches the outside corner.
That'll be a backwards K in your book for the first down. Still haven't seen results yet from that 1A golf district today, so I'm trying to reach out to coaches here real quick during that break.
Brings up Logan Siebenoller.
Yep. Siebes will come in. Siebenoller tonight has flown out to center, doubled, and walked and scored. It is 3 plate appearances here tonight. Pitch on the way. That one in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Things looked really good with Kuemper getting 4 in that bottom of the first, but Des Moines Christian has settled in, maybe got a little better pitching here tonight. Pitch in there for a strike, and the count 0-2, and Martin Doug has really settled in here these last 2 innings after struggling a little bit when he first came into the game in the 4th inning.
Yeah, they don't have the walks, and they don't have the 4 errors on the board either.
Yep. Pitch on the way. That one down in the dirt.
Check swing there by
Yeah, going to check to see, and they're going to say he did not go around, so the count will run to 1-2.
Good time to start a rally right here, Logan. Kuemper crowd still pretty good size. Nobody's gone home yet.
Yep. Pitch on the way. There is a chopper foul. Snyder shows a good hand over there, just scoops that one up and makes the play.
One thing you usually see is a Kuemper dugout, and right now you got some kids in there like 2 seniors, out of the ball game after pitching.
Yep.
Keep these kids alive. Don't let them just sink their heads and think the game is over, because it's not.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball called, strike 3. There are 2 outs now in the inning.
Very nice breaking pitch. Was almost coming right at Logan and then breaks across the plate for strike 3.
8th strikeout of the night right now for Des Moines Christian pitching. Pitch on the way, chopped. That is going to be scooped to throw over to first in time. Nice play that time by Robert Oliver, the third baseman. The Knights go 1-2-3 here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Top of the 7th is a 1 minute away here on KKRL. Des Moines Christian leading at 13-7.
As the Parenting career opportunities is closer than you think. All you have to do is open it. DMAC's Carroll Campus is your gateway to in-demand, rewarding careers. You can even earn a 4-year degree on campus, thanks to a partnership with UNI and Buena Vista University. It's all waiting for you at the DMAC Carroll Campus. So open the door to a better life at DMAC in Carroll today. DMAC, life's calling.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
We head here to the top of the 7th inning, coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. 13-7 Des Moines Christian right now over Kuemper. And Des Moines Christian going to have the top of the order up in Brady Andrews, Ty Andrews, and Jake Feinart. Now face it, Trevor Ryle. Ryle came in to pitch in the 5th inning for Kuemper, that inning where the Knights gave up 7 runs and kind of gotten themselves in some trouble here in this game. And Doug, Knights need to kind of get through this with no damage done, give themselves a chance in that 7th. They will have 3, 4, 5 due up in their part of the lineup.
Yeah, the Knights made a couple changes trying to figure out what they all are, but I see John Bass is over at second.
Cal's in at first. Milano still at third. Siebenaller, I don't think the outfield has changed. It looks the same. So it must be that Wanager's come into first and Bass has went over to second for
was it second?
Heinrich.
Was that Heinrich? Okay,
yep.
So Cal came in for Nate, okay.
Yep.
I think this is the lineup you'll see Wednesday night with the exception of Logan pitching, and Ryle will be at shortstop.
There's a swing and a miss by Andrews. Andrews 1 for 4 here tonight unofficially. A strikeout, a triple with 2 RBIs and a run scored, a fly out to center, and reached on an errand, came in to score. It does have a stolen base tonight. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And the count 0-2. Of course, we've got our Mackey Motors postgame show coming up following the broadcast here tonight. So we'll get hopefully Coach Snyder and 1 or 2 of the guys to come up and chat with us here tonight. And of course, I'll head back to the office and type up the Brinks Exterior Sports Report for this ball game. 0-2 pitch down in the dirt. Count runs to 1-2. I'll get the official stats from the Kuemper guys, and we'll use that as part of that. And then if I can get all the golf results, I'll get the Brinks Exterior Sports Report typed up for that as well. And then, of course, we've got soccer tonight as well. Tyler Bruner will type up that Glidden Audubon game. There's a chopper, and that is going to get through a ice single out to left field, and Siebenaller, okay, just slid down awkwardly, Doug, and that's one of those where you just worry a bit.
Especially with injury problems that he's had in the past. You always want to make sure that he gets up, but he's moving a lot better this year, obviously, than he was last year.
Yeah, had a good year in track this year as well. Good, nice to see him run. Yeah. So Ty Andrews will now step in. Ty tonight struck out swinging, tripled, then grounded out and reached on an error. So he is at 1 for 4 tonight. Throw over to first, and Brady back in safely. Tag applied that time by Wanager. And again, if you want to watch this last inning, we've got the video broadcast that's powered by New Way Auto Group running here next to us. Brett sitting over there in his Hawkeye shirt. He's monitoring and running all of the commercials for us as the game goes on. Pitch on the way. That's going to get away, and moving it down to second. On the pass ball is going to be Andrews. And the count now 1 ball and no strikes. Brett's getting a little hungry over there. I think that little snack then that he brought with him probably not holding up very well.
He probably got filled up a couple days ago at his graduation party.
Yeah, he had a nice grad party. So did Cal. Got a chance to go to both of those. Feel bad I missed a couple of them on Saturday that I couldn't get to with some other stuff going on. There's a swing and a miss, and the count 0-1, but able to get cards off to the kids that I was not able to get to their parties.
I think people understand when you don't make all the grad parties, Jeff.
I try. The only ones that I never make it for sure is the ones on the weekend of state track. Those Friday, Saturday ones pretty hard to do when I'm in Des Moines, but I try to get to everybody if I can. 1-1 the count right now on Andrews. Nobody out, 1 runner on. That runner is Brady Andrews. He's out at second base. Ryle will take a look back. Pitch on the way. There is a chopper. Luano ranges over in front of short, fields it, throw to first in time. Runner going to move down to third.
Nice play by B. Looked the runner back. He still advanced, made the throw across the plate. Cal received it and not though in time to get the runner going to third.
No, and heady base running by Andrews. Kind of drifted back a half a step, let Luano make the throw, and then Siebenaller had ranged back, Doug, to make the play, so there was going to be a tough run for him to get over to third and cover the bag, and Andrews realized that and broke the moment that Luano released the ball over to first base.
But that's another one of those productive outs.
Yes.
You move the runner from second to third, now you get a pass ball, fly ball, ground ball, second base.
That'll bring up Jake Feinhardt. Feinhardt tonight.
Now we got to pull the infield in again, too, so they could poke one through.
Yep, 1 for 4 on the night, and as Doug said, the entire infield in. Pitch on the way. Now and down in the dirt. Pressure on Erlmeyer, too. Can't let anything get past him here. Did a nice job of knocking that one down. Fundamentally got down on the knees and Home plate umpire going to give him a little time. He took that one, I think, off of the forearm area maybe, and it didn't get up into the pads, or maybe even caught that one in the leg. So Jim Molitor checking with him here, and I think he got that one maybe up in the wrist area, Doug, on the glove hand, that left hand. So he's squeezing that one a little bit, but caught some growing up as a kid. If you don't finish the season with bruises and bumps and stuff all over your arms and, kind of all over the front side of you, you probably fundamentally didn't play the position quite right.
I had a sister that caught, and she was always getting beat up.
Yep. Yeah, never felt like if I finished the baseball season without bruises all over me, I probably didn't play hard enough.
Or smart enough.
Well, yeah, pitch on the way. That one is going to be lined at foul.
Fine Arts ripped that one down the left field line.
Yes, he did. He's hit a couple of them pretty hard here today. Count runs to 1-1.
He's got that body, like I said earlier. He's got a long,
tall, talented kid. Yes.
It's a pretty good wrist snap on his pitches. He was throwing hard, nice curveball.
Hey, his breaking ball was really effective. A few of those innings here today. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike.
He wanted to go with that one, but I think he got fooled a little bit.
That was a 12-6er there in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Knight still playing in on the infield. Don't want to let that runner score from third base on a ground ball. Fine Art calls the timeout. And this graduation stuff started to get pretty real for this old dad this year.
You don't have any left. Not at home anyway. He stepped back out and then pokes the ball out to right field. The base hit. That'll drive in a run. That's a good piece of hitting.
That's just a great piece of hitting. He got fooled and still was able to recuperate to pop that ball out into right field about 4 or 5 feet over first baseman's head. Drives in another run.
Second run given up for Ryle here tonight. That'll be the first earned run that he's given up here tonight. That extends it now to 14-7. Can't afford any more here, Doug, with only 3 outs remaining for Kuemper. Cannot get down any more. I mean, I've seen some crazy rallies from them before, but don't know if I've seen one quite 14-7 or 15-7.
Especially when you're earlier in the year, not hitting the ball real well. But
Robert Oliver, the third baseman, steps in. 1 for 3 tonight with a couple of runs scored and a single. Pitch on the way, breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count 0-1. I tell you what, Des Moines Christian went 23-9 last year. Doug did not have, you and I noticed it, not a ton of guys back with at-bats last year, but it's going to be a good ball club for them, I think.
And they're young, too.
Yep.
I mean, Kuemper is as well. We only have, like I said, 3 seniors on the team this year. 2 that have played tonight, but
0-1 pitch. That's going to get away. Runner was going. I think Fine Art was going to be in with the stolen base. Actually, that's not even Fine Art.
We had a pinch runner.
Yep, I didn't catch the number on that. So stolen base for the Lions. They've got a runner out at second. Count runs to 1-1. Crowd is thinned out just a little bit here after that 7-run inning. Yeah, I think that run that came in the 6th inning kind of was the one that pitched down in the dirt, and the count runs to 2-1. Maybe everybody thinking like Brett about supper time. How you coming along all the food you had?
We got rid of most of it.
Most of it?
300 pieces of chicken. We had 20 left and got rid of about 50 pounds of pork. So
okay. 2-1 pitch on the way. There's a chopper. Siebenthaler dives, able to knock it down. That'll keep a run from scoring. But on with the base hit is Robert Oliver. Runners now at first and at third, and that's going to bring up Ethan Albert. Didn't know if maybe you had downed a bunch of those cupcakes or anything today.
No, I got some of those yet.
Yeah.
Kel said the team will get rid of them. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah,
I ate too many of those cupcakes.
Yeah, that could be.
They sure are good. I don't get to eat any of them, though.
Yeah. I've had to go away from that kind of stuff as much as I can, too.
But no, we had a nice time and got blessed with some good weather. We were really appreciative of that because that rainstorm went through about 3:30, 3:45.
Yes, it did, and just missed town. Yeah.
So we had 8 tables and 50-some chairs that we were waiting to take out of my garage, and finally we got them out there, and then it turned out couldn't have been better.
Want to know the count right now on Albert. Big crowd, too, when I was there. Pitch in there. Count runs to 1-1.
Yeah, we were pleased with everything.
You're listening to high school baseball coverage here, 93.7 at KKRL. Carroll, Iowa. Jeff Blankman, Doug Waniger. Got Brett Lux running the video tonight. Motor and player of the game coming up following the ball game here tonight. Pitch down in the dirt. Again, I want to thank Western Iowa Networks and West Treadway and all the guys out there, Mike Gecke and Gakey, and of course Doug Ayler's coming out, making sure everything was up and running and working, and did a great job with that as he always does. So we appreciate him today. Pitch on the way. There is a chopper, and that's going to get Miluano. Tough hop over there at third, and it'll drive in another run, and that's going to extend it now to 14 or 15-7, I think. 2 runs here in the inning. Base hit for Albert.
Base hit by Albert, scores Feinhardt.
And that'll make it 15-7. Oliver going to move up to second base, and Carter Price now will step into the plate.
Right fielder Carter Price.
Des Moines Christian's caught us and passed us now with hits with 9.
There's another base hit. That one going to get out into left field. Bases are going to be loaded here.
Base hit by Price, loads the bases.
Well, that'll bring up now Tyler Martin, the pitcher. Randy Snyder going to come out. We may be getting a pitching change here, or maybe he's just going to talk to the defense.
I think he's going to see how he's feeling, because this is obviously their last at bat. He's thinking, because he
like to get through this without probably having to throw anybody else, I'm sure.
Now, one thing he could do is he could go to Siebes and maybe if he could get 10, 15 pitches out of him and get out of here, and then Siebes could start again on Wednesday. I'm guessing he'll be the number 2.
And it doesn't look like he's going to make any kind of a change. Just talking with him right now. Max Erlmeyer out there with him.
Might want to pull the shortstop a little deeper in the hole, and because we've had 3 straight singles go through there, if I remember right.
Yes, we have. And I'm not sure, Doug, if they'll bring the infield in now or not.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so anyway either. I would agree with you, but
yeah, we've got 1 out, so we're still right. Yeah, 1 out.
1
it's
out.
hard to see that clock yet, but it's starting to be a little more visible.
It is. Yeah, when the sun dips down a little bit, it gets a little easier.
You pull the infield in and they drive it past you for 2 more, then that's not good either.
Pitch on the way to Martin. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1.
Batting pitcher Tyler Martin.
Long ball game at this point. We've been here almost 3 hours.
Almost, yeah.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Early season baseball.
But the Knights have thrown a lot of pitches tonight.
They have, and hopefully that doesn't impact them. Max Erlmeyer took another shot, and he's up the first base side here, and he's trying to
took that one off the
right end, and now Randy coming out to talk with him. Max, a pretty tough kid. I'm sure he'll probably stay in the game, but
Mr. Nurl,
they are gonna take him out.
He's hurting.
Yep. So we're gonna get.
You know what? Early in the year, you're down 15-7. Get some ice on that thing.
Yep. Yeah, been a long night for that young guy back behind the plate. So we're probably going to get a change of catcher here. So we're going to step away. We'll take a break. Back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 KKRL.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
How durable is your roof shingles? Can your roof handle extreme conditions? Check this out. Look what happens when you ball up a shingle. Pound at it some, our competitor's shingle are ripped up and has fallen apart, while a Brink shingle, well, has easily held its own. If you're looking for a roof that comes with a lifetime guarantee, get a second opinion today. Call Brinks Exteriors at 515-789-ROOF. We won't break the bank. Call the roof pros at Brinks Exteriors, 515-789-ROOF.
Freshman Mason Nurl in to catch here for the Kuemper Knights. Knights right now down 15-7, top of the 7th inning. Des Moines Christian with the bases loaded and a 1 out. Trevor Rao warming up with his new catcher here as Max Ermeyer again has taken a couple of shots on the forearms this inning, and Doug is checked out of the ballgame.
Yeah, early in the year he's obviously got something that's sore. You hope there's nothing broke or cracked or anything like that. But you're down 15-7. We're going to need him again Wednesday night. So
we are ready for action here. Ryle out of the stretch. Pitch on the way. There is a chopper foul up the third base side. And the count now 1-2 on the batter, Tyler Martin.
Again, I think I'd maybe surprised we're not pulling Siebes a little bit more into the hole at short. And there was another ball down third baseline that was foul, but
Ryle again comes out of the stretch, gets set, pitch, swung on and missed. That is going to be an out, so a strikeout for Ryle. 2 outs now here in the inning.
I really like catcher on that, came up with the ball.
Showed right away that he had it.
Yep.
Adam Whitty will step in.
He was one of the more pleasant surprises in playing Legion ball. He showed that he's got he's not very big, but he's got a real quick release. Does a great job of framing the pitches.
Those are two huge things, man. If you get a catcher that can frame, then you don't have to have the strongest arm if you can get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, he comes out of it, gets rid of it quick, and he's pretty accurate with it.
0-1 the count on Whitty. Pitch on the way. Fly ball out towards center field. Drifting back is Putney now coming in. He'll make the catch, and that is the final out of the inning. So Ryle out of trouble here in the 7th. Des Moines Christian picks up 2 runs. They get it on 5 hits. There was no errors. They leave 3 runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be 3-4-5 due up for the Kuemper Knights. We're back in a minute here on KKRL.
Can your roof withstand golf ball size hail? Ours can. Check it out. As you can see, our Brinks roof has stood up to the test with 0 damage. As for our competitors, well, theirs did not. Is your roof worn out or needs repair? Know that not all roofers and shingles are created equal. If you need honest feedback whether your roof needs to be repaired or replaced, get a second opinion. Call the Roof Pros at Brinks Exteriors, 515-789-ROOF.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
We head here to the bottom of the 7th inning. Waniger, Ryle, and a base due up for the Kuemper Knights. Knights trailing here to Des Moines Christian 15-7. Jeff Blankman, Doug Waniger with you. Tiffany back in the studio, motor and player of the game. Coming up following the ball game here tonight. And of course, we're coming to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Beautiful night for baseball. Wind has died down again. We had a little breeze early, and then it died down, then it came back, and now it has died down again. More rain in the forecast for tomorrow. Wednesday supposed to be pretty nice, and then some slight chances of rain coming up on Thursday as well. So Waniger will step in. He is 0 for 3 tonight. Hit one that was not caught out in right field in the first inning. Ended up getting a double out of that, but it was reached on an air, then grounded out to second and struck out in his other 2 plate appearances. They'll take that pitch outside for ball 1.
Grounded out in the second.
Yes.
4-3, I think.
Yep.
It's not going to be a night he wants to remember. I can tell you that.
There's a chopper up the middle. That's going to be scooped it by Whitty, and the throw from the shortstop just in time. Cal hustling down the line. And we talked about never quitting, and you saw that. That's a play that, especially in the college or mainly, especially in the pro level, you won't see anybody run out hard there and be like, oh, that's an easy out. But
I think he saw on the hop he had a shot. His speed's a lot better than it used to be, for sure.
Yep.
That's the thing that I get a little bit excited about. At least he's getting faster.
Yeah. Must take after Sherry. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1.
but 0 for 4 is not going to be something he's going to be happy about. Trevor's up there 3 for 3. Let's see if he can make it 4 for 4.
Hopefully he can. Yeah, I don't think he'll have a long conversation with you tonight. That pitch down in the dirt, and the count's 1-1.
You never know. Sometimes he comes down, just sits down in the chair, and
yeah. Yeah. I just have to have Anna work with him a little bit.
Yeah. That doesn't work very well.
Chopper knocked down by Whitty, the shortstop, to throw
nice
in
play.
time. Very nice play. That looked like it might have a chance to get through.
I thought he was going to have his 4th hit. Good contact.
I still think might be one of the leading guys for the Motor Inn Player of the Game tonight.
He is our choice, or my choice anyway.
John Bass will step in. He is 0 for 2 tonight with a hit by pitch and a run scored. Knights down to their final out of this one, down 15-7. Des Moines Christian has used 2 pitchers here tonight. If Martin can end this one. First pitch misses inside.
He's done a really nice job in relief.
He has.
Held the Knights scoreless.
Yep, struggled when he first came into the game. And then really settled in the 5th inning. There's a fly ball lifted shallow right field. Coming in is going to be White, and he will make the catch. And that is going to do it here tonight. Des Moines Christian going to win it here tonight by a final of 15-7. We'll step away, take a break. We've got the Mackey Motors postgame show. That's coming up for you after this 2.5-minute timeout right here on, actually 3-minute timeout right here on 93.7 KKRL.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
At The Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from The Present Company in Audubon.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself after you pull it. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
How about this?
It's gonna work. I think so too.
American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact
St.
Nicole
Anthony
Unken.
Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
And Carroll.
We welcome you back here on 93.7 at KKRL. Mackey Motors, a post-game show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Tough loss for the Kuemper Knights here tonight as they fall in this one by a final of 15-7. Doug, really good start. Cal went out and got first three guys he faced out, and then the offense puts 4 runs across the board. Not that things didn't completely go well after that. They gave up 5 in the fourth, came back, took a lead at 7-5 after being down 5-4. But that 7-run fifth inning, really the difference here tonight for Des Moines Christian.
Yeah, our pitching was not good tonight, and critical errors at the wrong times. We got enough hits, I thought, to win the ball, but we also made 4 errors, and that's stuff that I didn't expect. But we've got to pitch better. We've got to throw strikes.
Hit the ball fairly well tonight, double digits in hits here tonight. A couple of guys picking up 3 hits each in Trevor Ryle and also Benicio Loano here tonight. So offensively, what did you see from Kuemper?
Well, I was looking for a little bit more spark probably, but we got, what did you say, 9 hits, but I think 6 of them came from 2 guys.
Yep.
So it's not like we were spreading them through the lineup and knocking guys together, but again, when we're not throwing strikes, it's hard to get into a rhythm, and we just never got there. And then we'd make mistakes at critical times, like I said, and it was just a ball game that you kind of want to forget. You got to remember it's the first ball game. Move on, learn from it. What I do, did I prepare mentally correctly? What am I doing at the plate that I need to work on? But it's really one that didn't go anywhere like I was hoping it would, but. Unfortunately, I feared a little bit the pitching that that we may not throw as many strikes as we need to, and we didn't. So,
and give their pitching some credit. They gave up 4 in the first, and then they only threw 2 pitchers tonight. They gave up a single run in the third, 2 in the fourth, and then Tyler Martin, who came in, gave up one of those in that fourth inning. He settled in and faced 3 batters in the fifth inning, faced 3 batters in the 6th inning, and 3 batters in the 7th inning. So they got really good pitching for Des Moines Christian here tonight. Again, 5 runs in the 2nd inning, added 7 runs in the 5th inning. Then got a run in the 6th inning and 2 more in the 7th inning to kind of put this one away here tonight. Night's going to be back in action, as Doug said, coming up on Wednesday night. Doug, we do need to announce our Motor End Player of the Game. We talked about it a little bit late in the game, kind of talked about it here in the postgame. Probably 2 candidates tonight with Trevor Ryle and Benicio Loano. But we're going to go with Trevor Ryle as our Player of the Game.
Yeah, he got big hits when we needed it, drove in a couple runs, came in and pitched there late in the game, and didn't necessarily shut them down, but stopped the bleeding a little bit and kept the Knights at least in shouting distance, but it wasn't to be. But yeah, nice start for Trevor to the season, and 3 hits. Batting .750 after the first game, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I would take that. That is for sure. Let's take a look at those Kuemper numbers here. Offensively, Logan Siebenoller 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored and a walk. Kobe Lampman 0 for 4 with an RBI. Cal Waniger 0 for 4 with a run scored. Trevor Ryle 3 for 4 with 2 RBI and 2 runs scored. John Bass goes 0 for 3 with a run scored and a hit by pitch. Max Erlmeyer 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI. Neural ended up having a run scored. Benicio Loano 3 for 3 with an RBI on the night. Cooper Potabom 0 for 3 and Carter Putney 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk here tonight. So again, Knights falling here 15-7. We're going to step away. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Hopefully more of our postgame. We'll see if Coach Snyder, maybe one of the guys, wants to come up and chat with us. Otherwise, we'll wrap up coverage. We'll do that when we come back in 3 minutes here on KKRL.
At Carroll County Solid Waste.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Visiting the Paco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. Dupaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without Dupaco Credit Union.
Iowa insurance or
We welcome you back here on 93.7 KKRL. Mackey Motors, a post-game show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade and Pepsi here in Carroll. Gatorade provides, again, refuels the kids. I am sure Cal probably drinks quite a bit of it after a hot day at the baseball diamond or, even wrestling this year. So it refuels you, it recovers you. It just does a lot of good things.
Absolutely.
Oh, I drank a ton of it when I was younger. Probably not as much now, but I'm not as active as what I used to be. Don't burn a lot of calories just getting up walking to the, from the couch to the refrigerator. So, But Knights fall here again tonight, 15-7 our final score here tonight. Kuemper breaking up their huddle here, so we're going to see if anybody comes. I think Coach going to be making his way up. And stuff, and it does look like, some of the kids may be coming to clean up some of the bleachers here tonight. That's one of the things that both programs here in town do a really nice job. The kids come and clean the bleachers up and stuff. But, Doug, I appreciate you working with us. I think we're going to do quite a bit of that this summer. It sounds like your daughter going to help out as well.
Yep, looks like Louie's coming up.
Yep.
So I'm going to drop off.
Yeah, we'll get Benicio Lojano up on here on the headphones. So we're going to step away. We'll take a break. I'm going to get Benicio to come around to the other side here. We'll be back in 1 minute with more of our postgame that's coming up next right here on 93.7 at KKRL.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Mackey Motors postgame show continuing here on 93.7 KKRL. Benicio Lojano joining us here in the postgame. Kuemper falling tonight 15-7. Benicio, a long day for you.
Yeah.
You had to golf today in the district meet, 18 holes out at the country club. Then you have to come here. Luckily, it wasn't real warm today, but probably warm enough. I'm sure you're ready to go get something to eat and get a little break. But your thoughts here on the baseball game tonight?
Well, I mean, I thought we played a decent game, but obviously we had 4 or 5 errors, something like that, and we walked a lot of guys, which we got to limit those down if we want to, not let them score as many runs. I thought we hit the ball very good tonight. I thought we had good at-bats, but, yeah, it just wasn't enough in the end, I guess.
3 for 3 for you tonight at the plate. How did you get from the golf swing this afternoon to the baseball swing here tonight and do it so well?
Well, I don't really know. I don't really think it affects me that much, but I guess other people out there say it does. So, I don't know. I think it's really just the same swing, and I don't know. It wasn't much change for me. Just hit the ball. Try to, at least.
What did you see from their pitchers here tonight? What were you picking out where you were able to get the base? It's the thing that always impresses me, how well you go to the opposite field.
Yeah. Well, the first guy, obviously, he was a lefty, and he had like a sidearm kind of slot, and I don't know, I guess I was just seeing it really well out of his hands. That first at-bat, I was like joking around in the dugout saying, well, he kind of falls towards third, so maybe give it a bunt for base hit down the first base line, and I guess I really swung and hit it as a bunt, so I guess I foretold what I was going to do, but in a different way, but yeah, and then that second one, I just saw the pitch come out of his hands really well, and I just hit it opposite field, as you said, and I just stayed down, stayed connected, like my dad or coach always says, and I just took it opposite field.
Defensively, I thought you had a nice night. You had one play I remember for sure that was a diving stop down the line. You didn't make the play. It was not going to be made. But the thing that was important to me at that point was there was a runner at second. That ball gets by you. That run scores. You held that runner at second. That's just a great defensive play. Doesn't go down in the books as anything, but anybody that knows baseball knows that's a great play.
Yeah, thank you. But, yeah, I mean, really what was going through my head was you're probably not going to make the play, so just try and knock it down, and that's what I did. I had a little trouble finding it.
Right.
But, I mean, I just knocked it down and prevented that runner from scoring, so I guess that was really all I could do in that situation.
One of the key things I heard you say to Doug Waniger here tonight as you were sitting in his spot where he had broadcasted from is just got to move on from this one. It's first game, and that's what you guys got to do here tonight.
Yeah. I mean, obviously to lose the first one sucks, but we're a good team. We'll bounce back, and we'll bounce back good. So I think that our season's definitely not over yet. I think we need to just forget about this one and move on to the Logan Magnolia on Wednesday.
Well, Benicio, appreciate you joining us here today. Go get something to eat. Go get some rest for tomorrow.
A little tired, but yeah.
You bet. Benicio Lojano joining us here. We'll get him to kind of slide out here, and we're going to get Cal Waniger to slide into the post-game area here. And Cal going to be joining us here in just a second. And Cal, you can flip that headphone on that side around there, and there you go. And then there you go. Perfect. Good and bad night for you on the hill tonight. I hate to bring that up, but man, when you were throwing strikes, you were really sharp. They were having a hard time, but tough time at times, especially in that second inning, finding the zone. How did you feel out on the hill tonight?
For the first inning, I came out and I knew I'm a dominant pitcher, and that's what I did the first inning. Second inning, got to 2 outs, got to 0-2 count, and then kind of just crapped the bed. And then I just wasn't efficient out of the stretch. I had something preparation-wise. I got to prepare for the stretch a little bit better, and that's just where I struggled. So next time, just better preparation. I think I'll do a lot better.
Did you notice that tonight with you? Was it kind of I'm not as effective right now. I'm just not finding the zone as easily in the stretch as you were in the windup?
Yeah, for sure. Because I think I walked everybody out of the stretch, and then just getting guys on third helped me out and let me go to the windup. But I thought out of the windup, I was killing everybody.
Look like at times tonight, when you take that time in between pitches, you seem to be really effective. I thought tonight maybe put a little pressure on yourself, got working a little fast.
Yeah, a little bit. I get frustrated on myself and not really down on myself, but no, I know I'm better than what I did tonight, and And I just expect a lot of myself to go in and throw strikes.
One of the senior leaders on this team, what are you telling the young group? This is only 3 seniors on this team, so pretty young ball club. You heard Benicio talking about kind of forgetting about it. What's the message from the seniors?
Just kind of stay positive. Crap happens. We're not always going to win every game. We're going to have bad games. We're going to have good games. And as I said, I know I've seen us play, and I know we're a really good team, and we got a lot of good pieces. We just got to all put it together.
Well, Cal, appreciate you joining us here tonight. Best of luck. Go get Logan Magnolia on Wednesday.
Yep, thanks, Jeff.
You bet. Again, Cal Waniger joining us here in the postgame. We're going to step away. We'll take a quick break. We're going to try and catch up with head coach Randy Snyder coming up next right here on 93.7 KCAL. I think Randy making his way here, so let's go ahead and keep it here. And we'll get Coach over here on the headphones, and we'll get him on both sets. The one headphone there, and then this for the video interview as well. And Randy, both of the guys here tonight very disappointed, but both of them know it's game one of a not as long of a season maybe this year because of the new schedule put out by the state, but still a long season. So a lot of improvement for this team to go. So game one in the books, and you just kind of move on from it.
Yeah, we didn't play very well, as everybody saw, and our pitchers struggled throwing strikes. We gave up a 7 and a 5 one inning, and that all scored with 2 outs. 8 walks, 9 walks, 2 hit batsmen. Those guys all scored. I mean, you can't give up, give that up, and our guys know that. And we just weren't very sharp throwing strikes today, and it's going to happen. Like we told them in the huddle, we want it to happen in the first game, not the last game. So we have like 33 more of them to play. So it's a process. They're young guys, and we reminded them that we haven't had them all in practice. Yeah, we got golf finished up today, unfortunately, but we got track still going on, and tennis guys are doing well, and soccer's still going too. So one of these days we'll have everybody, and we'll be able to do stuff. So it's just the way it is. We take it game at a time and try to improve a little bit, stay positive with the boys, and move forward.
7 runs for you guys tonight. Offensively, happy with I think 9 hits or 8 hits tonight, depending on which book you look at. I think.
Yeah, we had some timely hits. We had a couple big 2-out hits that drove in 4 runs. So we don't get those. It's really bad. So there's room for improvement. I thought we got wore out. We played a 3-hour game, and we've only been practicing for an hour and a half every night or two. So I think that showed up. So we got to change things a little bit in practice possibly. And it's a grind. You score that many runs and you stand around on defense for a while, and pretty soon the ball comes and finds you, and you kick it, and it happens. So. Couldn't be happier though. I mean, we've lost a lot of our first games, and still done very well. It's way too early to be negative, and it is what it is. It's so many bigger problems in the world there are that we got to just teach our kids that be disappointed. We don't want to lose, but you know what? Just keep working at it. You're going to be successful. Maybe this thing will surprise a lot of people. I think we're going to be very good.
Agreed.
It just takes time to do it, and the guys got to understand too who should be out there, and we have to forget about what our birth certificate says, and we have to play our best guys at varsity. So, and our guys are pretty in tune with that.
Coach, Logan Wednesday night, what are you looking at with those guys? Had a chance to peek at them at all for this upcoming game?
Yeah, we got to just take care of us. I mean, they're going to be a baseball team. They're going to put 9 guys out there, and their guys going to try and throw strikes past us. And we got to field the baseball. We got to throw strikes. I think we can score a few runs here and there, but we have to take care of what we got to worry about us, and we'll be fine. We can play them in here, and what a beautiful night to play baseball. A couple guys were moping around. I said, would you rather it be January and the snowballs flying and not being able to do this, or would you rather be down by 6 runs and have a chance to play baseball? So I'd take this any day.
I'll take baseball in summer, any time of the year.
So it's all good.
Coach, appreciate you coming up. Best of luck coming up on Wednesday.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for coming out. And the start time was pretty cool. I like the 5:30 start. We get done and the twilight doesn't really bother us, but thanks for coming out and supporting us.
You bet. Head coach Randy Snyder again with the Kuemper Knights. They fall here tonight to Des Moines Christian by a final of 15-7. That's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight for Doug Waniger, my broadcast partner, for Tiffany back in the studio, for my video guy, Mr. Brett Lux. This is Jeff Langman saying thank you for listening to baseball coverage here tonight on 93.7 at KKRL. Have a great night, everybody.
From Bump Set Spike